everyone. Welcome to Court of Corvids. This is our final episode of this arc, but don't be sad. We do plan on coming back. That's of course up to you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm coming back whether you like it or not.
But for the rest of us, that's
They could be Indigo by himself.
Yeah. I'll be back. Just be like, oh, God, this is how I would like to do this. Oh, yeah, well, you're going to have to roll. That's going to basically be...
Do Remy.
Oh, God. Okay, so Moss would be like, oh, hello. And then... okay. So, and then...
the hard one.
Yeah,
The
I know.
difficult one.
All right, so Remy is going to be like, oh.
I wanted to keep it together to hear more of it. But that was very funny.
So, anyways, so thank you so much for joining us. We are live for the first time on this entire arc. So, we have an additional feature that we normally don't have, which is that you can actually donate a hero point to one of the following players. These ones. Those are the following players, except for Krug. Krug
Doesn't need them.
doesn't need them really. If you would like, you can actually donate 100 bits and you can give a single reroll, basically a hero point, to a selected person that you want. So on your donation, make sure you put who you want to give it to. How it's going to work is basically any donations you do in the first half of the show is going to take effect on the second half of the show. So, and we'll refine this as we go forward because the plan is this will be live all next season. Hopefully. Depending on everyone's schedule, life sucks.
Or life is great.
Life is great.
That was a really depressing take on it.
Well, no, I mean honestly, it's been really great because you guys have been touring, which is phenomenal. Like you guys have been
doing shows and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not like touring like around
But
the world.
Our band has been playing shows.
Yes,
It's been great.
that's called a tour. If it's not at the same place.
Well, yeah. We're doing a small Los Angeles tour.
A tour of Los Angeles.
There you go. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to introduce everyone. As I like to say on the beginning of every show, this is a mature-themed show, meaning that these could be talking about topics that not everyone feels comfortable with. If there is something that comes up on the show that you feel uncomfortable with, go ahead and stop, pause, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on any sort of messenger, and we can let you know where those things exist and where they stop. I don't have anything planned specifically for anyone on this episode, but you never know with this cast. But let's get into who the cast is. My name's Indigo. Like I said, I am personally he, him, but I will be playing everyone, so I will be everything. Let's start with Jonas.
Hello, I am Jonas. He, him, or they, them, and I will be playing the chameleon gnome storm druid, Robin Way, she, her.
Hi, I'm William, they, them, and I am playing the goblin fighter, Remy Ashwillow, also they, them.
And I'm Krug, he, him, playing Krug Claudel, the human monk. Also he, him. Also I'm sick, so excuse the sounds that come out of my body.
Oh, no, okay.
Weirdly enough, it's mostly fart noises.
Yeah.
I am Molly McIsaac. I am she, her, and I will be playing Moss the Magnificent. And she is also she, her, and she is an elven sorcerer.
Awesome. So, where we left off last time...
I just leveled to level 2.
Nope.
That was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Robin had gone on a nature walk and had talked to nature, and it seemed to have not responded. She had went to sleep, had woken up to have the last layer of the puzzle box unlocked for her and laying on her chest. That is where we ended the last episode. There was a small coin in it that had like runic marks, it looked like, along the edges. We weren't really sure what language it was in. And then inside it had a gem of some sort that you could see through.
Word.
So, did anyone have anything that they wanted to do?
Had we all grouped back up yet, or is this just like Robin?
So you were all sleeping in the same...
We had just woken up. The last thing was you woke me up, and then you were like, check this thing out, and then we talked about making a to-do list.
Right. And that sucks.
Yeah, and I said, ew, gross.
Where's Moss at? I forget.
So all four of you were sleeping in the same building. So
We didn't sleep in our hammock?
We're with the Mastiffs.
Yeah, but... Okay.
No, you were the only one that went out. Well, let me rephrase that. Remy went out and talked with some of the Mastiffs.
Yes.
And then you had stayed back. You talked about meditation and worked a little bit. Moss had some moments to herself. So yeah, that was kind of
Gotcha.
what you had all done. So you had all woken up to the sounds of the mastiffs howling at like the crack of of the morning. Remy, this is perfectly used to you. You're just like, yep, this is that time of the morning.
It's how I taught Dagorno as well. And then like take a moment like, oh, Dagorno.
Oh, yeah.
No, so you found the coin with a gem on your chest.
Could you share the others? I need to.
And it's from the puzzle box.
I think so.
All right, okay.
It seems to be
Hey,
someone
hey,
opened-
Krog. Hey, Krog and
What?
Moss.
What?
Moss the Magnificent. Hey, check this out. There's a coin that has a gem on the inside of it.
That's cool. Where'd you find that?
See, okay.
It was just on me this morning, and Robin is still like under the
Well,
blankets
and the puzzle,
entirely.
it seems to have come from the puzzle box because the puzzle box is sitting here and it's open.
Did one of you open this?
Did one of you
during the
open
night?
it while we were asleep? Does one of you sleepwalk and open things?
Not
mean-
that I know.
My skills know no bounds, so perhaps.
Okay, so working knowledge, Moss the Magnificent sleptwalked and opened the puzzle box.
I'm happy to take credit for that.
All right, close enough. I
It
guess.
seems like the most likely.
But I mean, if we happen to come across a more reasonable explanation,
I don't know why you'd think that that's not a reasonable explanation.
Well, it's just I don't like the idea of you not being in control of your magic.
That is true.
I mean,
Okay, I see your point.
But Cool, do you know the thing about the like
Say?
when you hear the hoof prints and you think, oh, that's a giraffe, and like, no, it's probably just a horse.
What's a
horse.
giraffe?
A giraffe? It's like a,
It's
a
like
long, it's a long neck horse.
We saw one. Have you been to the? It was we were very
in
far
the
away,
wild.
but
We were
if
very
you-
far
yeah.
away. Yeah.
Ah.
As you're all having this conversation, you hear a knock at the door.
Improv rules. Someone has to answer
Robin,
it.
knows Remy from under the blankets.
Okay, fine. I'll get that. I'll
Wait,
go
give
get-
me the
Oh
coin,
yeah, you
just
should
in
probably
case.
no. Here, I'll hide it.
I'm gonna also hide the puzzle box.
Okay.
I'm gonna smuggle the coin,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna answer the door.
Okay. So you walk to the door, and one of the mastiffs is standing at the door, and they're like, we've found someone lurking along the premises.
Is it the
Dog
goblin?
scary?
Shush! It is a goblin. They someone. A dog is not a someone, dear.
Well, yeah, you know.
Well, it is a goblin. We have captured them. We have put a bag over their head so that they can't see, because I know all of you are wanted. I didn't want to,
What's his name?
they basically just keep trying to scratch and bite through everything.
Are they like really nervous, kind of, and anxious?
Here,
And
I'm gonna step to the side. They're about 50 feet behind me. Just
Okay.
take a look, see if
Doing
it's
it.
them.
Herring.
And all of a sudden, like you hear, like all of you roll perceptions.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say Robin is getting out from under the blankets at this point with her face all done.
17.
Perception 16.
Okay.
14.
14.
Natural 1. First roll of the game.
So you all, except for Krug, hear, and then all of a sudden, when you say herring, you hear, just quiet.
Herring, is that you?
He steps aside, the mastiff steps aside, and then you see Herring about 50 feet away, being held up by like the back of their shirt, like just slightly off of the ground, just a hair, and they're just like they were, you could tell, were scrounging around, and then they like stopped and are like moving their head slowly around because you said their name.
Moss walks with purpose over and says, "Put him down."
They
takes-
immediately put Herring down.
Takes the bag off of his head.
And Herring goes, Miss!
Oh, Herring, I was so worried about you. I thought you abandoned us.
No.
Hi, Herring. Good to see you.
Hi. No. They couldn't find me. I hid, and then they left me and the others, and so I was looking for you, and then this bird came and found me and kept poking at me and then dragged me over this way.
A bird?
Was it a bird or was it one of them?
No, it was a little bird. It was a little bird. Small.
Was this your doing?
No. Oh well.
It might have been when we were on fire.
Was it like? And I described the bird that I talked to in the jail cell. Was it
And
like
he
that? Yeah, I guess it was.
Congratulations, you found Herring.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, bird.
I brought the other two, and I brought the cart.
Oh, you are the best, Herring. I owe you so much gold and food and love.
Herring just reaches and just hugs your leg.
Moss looks slightly uncomfortable, but like pats him on the head.
No, this is such good news. I thought we were going to have to go out and do that. And to think that Herring just shows up and gives it all to us, it's like,
Well,
thank God.
Well,
that would have taken a long time.
Right?
I mean, I would have just strung that out.
It's almost as if we didn't have time to do all that.
Okay, where's my dog? Dogorno.
Dog's gay.
You hear that and you hear that as you do that, the mastiffs go, yeah, we have the pups and the cart off to the side. We didn't know who it was.
Oh no, it is.
We thought this was a spy, to be completely honest with you.
They're like
That's fair.
5 or 6
That is fair.
pups. That's so nice.
So we can take you over to them.
Oh, Herring, before we get there, so Anyan is all good, and Snowball is good. Snowball?
Yes.
Snowball is good.
They just left us. Well, I mean, I was hiding.
No, so these people that came and abducted us, let's just say it how it is. They take us away, that we get kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
They just see the horse and the carriage and everything, and they go like, oh, that's fine. I'll just leave that there.
I guess they really were just looking for us.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
I hid and they just left after they grabbed all of you.
None of the stuff's missing from the inside?
They didn't even touch it. They
That's
touched
crazy.
you guys and left.
This is good news, okay.
Yeah.
So
This is
we know,
amazing news.
We know now our costumes, our disguises. I need to be a small chicken. You need
Oh,
to...
that would be adorable.
No, Robin and I can be a horse together. I'll be the back. I know.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yes.
hard to coordinate the movement of that.
Not for us.
I've seen it done
no.
in
Krug,
theater
you can
shows.
be a small chicken.
Okay, great. That sounds wonderful.
Moss, can you turn Krug into a small chicken?
Oh,
for
please
us?
don't do that.
With my magic.
Oh, yeah, but please don't do that.
I don't know if I'd be able to reverse it for a minute.
Okay, yeah, let's definitely not do that then.
Mastiff people. Are we like indebted to you for now, or can we just go?
No, you're not indebted to us. You know that. We don't.
Well, I know
we
there's
don't.
no.
We don't hold debt. We don't have.
Oh God. God, why are you so nice? Shut up.
I mean, you know us well enough. You know we don't have any debts. We just hope that you move forward in life and bring happiness to others.
No. Okay, fine.
Boring.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, thank you very much for your hospitality and for helping us escape.
Really
and,
appreciate it.
even though you're a little late with the whole fire thing.
Could have come before the fire, but we do appreciate
let's
it.
not-
Wow, how did that fire even start?
Yeah, no,
The
one-
guard,
the guard put
just
the
a bad
cell on
person.
fire.
Just decided that's
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
If
wild.
only he had given us an opportunity to, prevent the fire.
Are you suggesting that was my fault?
No, I'm
definitely-
suggesting you could have stopped
Just
it.
because
though.
I don't put up with it doesn't mean it's my fault it was
I'm
on fire.
not saying
The
it's your
guard set it
fault.
on fire because he wanted to. He said as much.
You're not.
So don't turn it like I did something bad.
You're
I was
not-
standing up for us.
You're not wrong, but there's a time to stand up and there's a time to maybe sit down.
I think that was the time to stand up.
I always have a hard time deciding.
What's about
when
the
to stand
time
up
when
and
it's
sit
time to
down.
lay down?
Basically the same for the two of you, anyways.
Are you talking about having sex with the hero of our?
I don't know why you would say that or even suggest that.
Well, you said something about laying down, and that's like that. I mean, like, don't. I might look like kind of like a young person, but goblins, we're mature. I know everything about.
You know
laying
about
down, you know?
about the things that we do.
I know things about laying down, isn't that right, Robin? I know things about laying down, right? Oh, you don't.
For the podcast listeners,
You heard what happened.
We high fived.
yeah, they high fived. So they're not holding you there. You are all free to leave.
Where are we going is the question.
Moss, before we went to bed, after I gave a rousing, fantastic speech, Moss the Magnificent said,
Right.
we're going to the other side of the wall.
Yes, we are.
But
We need to go to Anunnaki.
we're gonna just walk into Anunnaki?
No, we're going to be in the cart.
Alright, I mean I guess we could talk about it on the way and
Yes.
walk to the cart.
Okay,
we
so
can-
you head into the cart.
Moss greets Snowball and gives Onion a hug.
Yeah, absolutely.
Says hi to everybody and then climbs up in the front with Herring.
When nobody's watching, Krug's gonna pet Onion.
I love that.
Just like
I also love that.
Out of character, I had this chicken named Onion who was like my favorite chicken, so this is an homage to her. I have a tattoo
Now-
of her on the back of my leg.
we have our first. We have our first
Molly
Molly moment.
I love it.
That's right, everyone. If this is your first episode, for some reason, all of us always share deeply personal things with everyone.
I started it.
You did.
I did the first two.
All right, so all of you head to the cart. The cart seems to be in fairly good condition. There's definitely a couple dings and stuff like that of them being clumsy, dragging you guys out and whatnot. From what you can assume from the situation is that they really didn't care. Like, these were all guards. They basically were told, go get these guys. They don't give a
Just
shit.
literally following their orders.
Yeah, and they didn't give a shit about any of your belongings. And the main reason for that is that why? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like they're
It's not like we had them with us. They were.
well, and from their understanding and the understanding that you all have is the fact that you guys are wanted people. You have done what is considered to be the most heinous crime that exists. You know what I mean? Because murder wasn't really a thing that people like existed. You know, that understood for a while. So this is like one of the worst punishments. So
Wait, who committed murder?
no one.
Okay.
You guys going into the Grove was was like one of the hardest crimes because murder wasn't a common thing. All right, so you get in your cart. You guys just gonna just bolt it to Anunnaki.
Yeah. Gotta get the F out.
I do, Robin, just like as we're like gathering things, I want to check if Moss grabbed the letter that she left there last night, because it was while Moss was sleeping. So that's maybe a Molly question. But has Moss gotten the letter from Robin?
Do I know what you wrote in it?
No, because it
yet.
Okay.
hasn't been opened. But
No.
that's okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
would've
Just make
grabbed
sure
it.
that it's like picked up.
It was
Yeah.
on, if I remember correctly, it was on top of the picture of Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
the lower half of Scott.
The lower half of
Yeah.
Scott that you had on.
Word. Well, just want to make sure that wasn't left.
All right.
It's the only half you need. Really.
Well, you need the abs. So that's
So
like
it's really just not the head.
Okay, so like, time jump back in time really quickly. When Moss wakes up, she goes to gently stroke that picture, finds the envelope, and is like, "What's this?" And then just like tucks it in her boobs.
Okay.
Word.
So you head off. Now this is gonna
Middle
be.
schooler.
She thinks that it's like a love letter from Scott that somehow found it.
Maybe he's a part of the
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a couple of random rolls and determine how your travel time is going to happen. You like my coin?
My coin now.
Is there a jewel in the middle of it? No.
Actually, there is. But only I can see it.
I got it in China.
Oh, nice. You were in China?
I
Indigo moment.
I backpacked for a month in China.
I'm going
That's
next
awesome.
year. Molly moment.
Is this a competition?
I've never been out of the country. William moment.
All right, so you all make it for the first 4 days. No interactions, nothing. You managed to skirt past the other cities.
Skirt.
Yeah, basically, and you start to get on the tail end of your trip to Anunnaki. Was there anything that any of you wanted to do before?
Fuck with the coin.
Okay.
I want to see what.
Yeah, I think we need to like investigate.
Oh, yeah.
more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Yeah, I mean, you've got the time, so...
I would like to
I
try
would
to
also
read
like to
the
read the
runes
letter.
on the coin.
After we do stuff with the coin.
All right, so what would you... If we're going to do coin first, what are the things that you'd like to do with the coin?
Try to
Cool.
read the runes, see if I understand the runes.
Okay.
We know it's not in common, gnome, goblin, druidic, or elvish.
Oh, well.
We've ruled all those out.
I also
useless.
speak Draconic. Is it Draconic?
It does... It does not seem to be draconic.
Damn. Okay.
It's draconic.
Cool.
Yes.
Would do I have like something that could like a knowledge of magic or
Yeah, that would be an arcana check.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Absolutely.
I think I want to do crafting. That feels appropriate here.
Ooh, sure. That's good.
19.
A 19.
17.
So I give the information you gained from the crafting. This is a finely crafted item. The gem and the metal have been fused in such a way that they're almost like it is one specific thing. Like it is physically impossible. It seems to take the coin and the
jewel.
gem apart from each other.
Word.
As you are looking through the coin and you're seeing it, you're reading the outside, and it basically tells you that it's a seeing stone. So it allows you to hold it up to your eye and see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see. Usually hidden items or objects that are attuned to that specific.
Interesting. All right, I relay that information to the group.
Robin just immediately starts looking through it, just around the cart.
So when you look around the cart, everything is just kind of like almost like kaleidoscope, but instead of straight lines, it's like wobbly and like very psychedelic.
Must have been some good mushrooms that you found in the forest earlier.
It's like that one. Remember when we went really deep into the woods? we would have not gone back to. It's like that. You understand. And Robin puts the gem in front of their eye. Right?
No, the place with the mushrooms in the
Well, yeah, that place.
Okay, cool. Is this like a mushroom coin?
No, it's like a seeing.
I believe that the purpose of it is to find hidden things.
Can I try?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, here, look at the map through that, because maybe there's something hidden on there. That was also in the thing.
I'm gonna look at the
That's
map
a
and I'm gonna
fine
look at
idea.
the box that
The
it
box,
came in.
yeah.
And just turn them over and
And you're looking through it through the coin?
Yeah.
So as you're looking through the coin, you notice that it's almost like a video game-esque, where it's got the red outline around the object, but there's no new object.
Sure.
So clearly these things are attuned, but it is not making it visible. So it's like these things belong together.
Sure.
But it does not show any hidden information.
I'm gonna just take a quick peek outside and look around as we're carding.
And as soon as you look away from it, it gets wobbly again and just kind of. So you notice that when you look at something you're supposed to, the view it's like you're tuning into a television channel, and it just becomes clear.
That's good to know, and I'm gonna explain that.
Do you use the video game and television?
I do. Verbatim what
I
you just
understand,
said.
for sure.
Are you gonna look at the box too?
Yeah, that was
that was the box.
it was the box and the
map.
letter.
It was
Yeah.
both.
So you said they basically have an outline that identifies them together, but okay, cool.
And they come in clearly, and but when you look away from them, it gets all wobbly
wobbly,
again.
yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Knowledge.
All right. Well, let's just. I think Remy should hold on to that just in case. It's
Yeah, I don't want it.
important. So,
No, I can take everything. I'll just take it. I'll put it in my secret pocket.
secret
How many
pocket.
secret pockets do you have?
I have a feeling that
If they told you, it wouldn't be a
I
secret.
have one.
Well, it's not a secret now. It's a big pocket.
It's Remy's mouth.
Whenever he says I'm
It's
gonna
like in the
smuggle this, he's
cheeks.
actually just putting it in his mouth.
it's just eating it.
I'm sorry.
Well, there is a Leshies, which are the tree people. They actually there is a Leshy ancestry where you can actually store things in your head.
Oh, really?
Or here's gnomes, and I'm taking this for Robin, tend to be very attached to burrowing creatures.
There you go.
So perhaps Remy has cheek pouches.
We'll just bring you Sokies into this.
Oh.
I believe Moss. The next thing that you wanted to do was read the letter.
Cross the
Yes.
wall.
I want to read the letter
Yes.
that Robin wrote me.
I wrote this last time. It is a very short letter, but it just says, I hope you're feeling alright. I'll read it in Robin's voice. I hope you're feeling alright about the god. If not, remember, technically I killed him. And then it says, here to talk, and it's a lightning bolt R.
Aww. Moss feels something in her cold, dark soul. She's not that cold and dark.
No,
just a
no.
little, just a little
But her soul
self-absorbed.
is.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Yeah, just enough to be
Thin
a
layer of cold
soulless,
dark and the
money
normal
grubbing
person.
snake oil
Her
salesman
regular
woman.
sized heart grew a size and a half that day.
Yes, and now I have congenital heart disease. So thanks. No, she goes over and has the letter in her hand and wordlessly gives Robin a hug and smiles at her and then just walks away. That's she's not good at expressing feelings.
And Robin is also kind of equally, that's why she wrote a letter. So she just looks stunned and out. And looks toward him.
Did you write a letter or something that said, "Come give me a hug"? I'm gonna write one of those for Krug.
Krug just gets up and hugs.
So, you all start to get to the point where you can see Anunnaki.
Can we see a griffin flying overhead?
So what?
Good point.
That's right.
Roll a perception.
Yes. And I'm also, I kind of want to just look out for
Jeez.
anybody who might recognize me or us. And Robin's very scared, you see. I've rolled a 1.
I've also rolled a 1.
13.
That is an 8 total, but
Sure.
22.
22. Okay. So
Coming in clutch.
Hey, be my eyes.
You probably may have a little misty from the hug.
Yeah,
and
still,
you're
yeah, for sure. It'll last a while.
I want to say that I go back and forth. I pull the coin out and I go back and forth through looking through the coin and not looking through the coin.
So you do not see a griffin, but what you do see is you see the city outline and you see the giant wall that is up against the side of the city that it's built up against, and the large wooden entryway that exists in the center. You also notice, while it hasn't really, it's been raining this entire time, but while it normally is a very gloomy outlook around the town, it hadn't rained in the past, that gloom and that kind of cloud that goes over the city is gone. You're able to see over and past the wall above it. So you see sky, but you're not used to seeing that. You're used to seeing almost like gray clouds.
Wow.
Okay.
They really worked on the smog here. The new regulations are really kicking in.
I know we didn't talk about this before, but maybe now would be a good time to discuss how are we actually going to get into Anunnaki without being put in prison again?
Okay, no. All we have to do is put disguises. You need to be a small chick on.
Okay, but we tried that.
The disguise
Do I
did
have
fail us
any
last time.
powers that can enchant us to look completely different?
I don't believe you have any
Not at
spells.
level 1.
I don't believe you would chose any of them. No, I don't believe you chose any of those spells, but you do have a very great knack for lying to people.
I mean, yeah.
And you also, with your bloodline, have the ability to make that even better. So
I have Charm Person, and I would have known we were coming into this. So, I haven't prepped spells to this day. I could prep 2 Charm Persons, which might be good. It would mean I'd be a little bit less effective if we get into battle, but it gives us more opportunity for charming people if we have to.
I think Charm's good in battle, but
I think I have.
That's true. Could also be. Let me just see if there's any other good.
Yeah, I have charm. I have charm too.
I want to.
maybe we just charm an entourage of guards to escort us out of the city.
if you get in trouble, because you said out of the city.
Yeah, because we're going to because we need to find. You take way too long.
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, there's a couple of different options that you have. The conversation that you had was you wanted to get to the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
The only way you know to get to the other side of the wall is to open the door.
Right.
The only way to open the door, Robin knows that, which is going through her father, because her father is the only person that can open the gate.
I forgot about that.
The other thing is that you are aware of something. From that note that you had gotten, that map, there is a location in Anunnaki that has some sort of meaning, and you also have a person.
We have to talk to Arturo.
Yeah.
And if Scott is still here, we might want to seek him out too, because if he hasn't gone through yet, he might have a plan. But he's probably already through.
Scott.
So I think maybe first stop is the X on the map. Probably,
I was thinking we should talk to Arturo first, because maybe Arturo can tell us what to expect from the X.
See, I'm thinking Arturo might be at the X, and I don't know where to find Arturo.
That's true.
If not,
just let me in the city
didn't somebody know where to?
Remy knows where Arturo is. That's right.
I don't know exactly where Arturo is, but I know how to find Arturo.
Do you know how to find them with talking to as few people as possible?
I don't no longer know how to find Arturo.
I think we should start with the X. I want to avoid.
To
avoid interaction with the public.
The people I'm going to talk to are the kind of people who would not like. Oh no, there's a bounty on our head. We shouldn't talk to anybody.
Yes, I would say the sort of people that Arturo might hang out with from your description would be perhaps the kind of people who would turn us in for a pretty penny.
We could turn ourselves in.
But they can't turn us in if they're wanted as well.
No, sure they could. If we're more wanted, then maybe that will cancel out their wanted.
Yes.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Is that how that works? I don't know.
What?
Yes.
Is that how the legal system here works? If somebody who is wanted turns in somebody who's more wanted, they just leave?
Well, you're the most wanted person. And even
me person?
Why, thank you.
The 4 of you.
Oh, okay.
The 4 of you, the most wanted.
I thought you were talking about Krug is the most wanted out of the 4 of you. I was like,
think of our justice system. If I am going to go to jail for petty crimes, but I can tell you about someone that's bigger,
snitch.
You know,
they'll cut a deal. Maybe they won't go free, but they'll reduce the sentence drastically or something like that. Or maybe they will go free.
Just think of 6ix9ine. That's The rapper?
Takashi.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Yeah, snitch, the king of snitches.
I don't,
It's okay. It's a pop culture thing. It's
I wouldn't understand.
Flagrant pedophile.
Who has
Cool.
been snitching on literally everyone. You know who's not a snitch, though? Martha Stewart.
What is this conversation?
So, anyways, so you know that if someone else is in fact wanted for a lesser crime, which
Sure.
everyone here is wanted for a lesser crime than you, if they turned you in, they would either receive no punishment for
Or a
accomplishing it,
substantially reduced one.
or a substantially reduced one, or even a reward as well.
Cool. So
All
we
right, so
don't
maybe
want
we
that
start
to
with the X
happen.
first. That's a good point.
Was the cart part of our description
On the signs,
on the posters? Yeah. Okay.
So we can just stay inside the
none of us
cart.
are caught and just hope that nothing happens. And if anybody does peek in, just boop, you're our friend now. I have magic.
We could also, I mean, don better disguises. I do have a rather excessive costume closet.
We should probably
We should be disguised as well, for
Yeah.
sure.
I believe you had a pretty substantial high perception, right?
Yeah,
it was like
22.
22.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an additional bit of information. You know how you had originally, a while back, had seen all those wanted posters of all of you?
Yes.
What? We're wanted?
There has been addition to the ones that that you have been seeing since then. They now have a red dead or alive
Oh,
Oh,
God.
she is
written on
nuts.
them.
Well,
Cool,
I'm gonna have one charm and shocking grasp prepped for today.
Okay. Well.
But okay, I just want to out of character get to like the ultimate goal here. Is our ultimate goal to get it out of here as quickly as possible, or do we want to solve like be heroes and do the keeper thing?
Robin, for sure, would speak up for wanting to get out as quickly as possible because her dad is here and she really doesn't want to have to deal with that.
But those two things collide with each other because the fastest way to get out is to go to your dad.
That we know of so far.
Correct.
I'm
But that's what-
hoping that exactly.
based
I'm
off
hoping
of the
our Toro
information,
or the
yeah.
X will get us another way past the wall. She's not hopeful, but she is hoping. that
Krug's
we won't
mostly
have to.
curious about the coin and the box and the map. Like,
Yeah,
leaving
Moss
is not
intrigued
like
by
not
that.
dying is great, but figuring out what those things mean is pretty cool.
We got those from where originally?
We just found it when we came into.
No,
No,
right?
when the puzzle box.
Puzzle box, right?
You got the puzzle box from
the bird person who is dying.
Right.
So take this to the other.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Rose handed it to you because that person was dead already. That person was dead already, and
Yeah,
Rose,
but that's what he said to Rose, right?
Rose said. Give this to the others.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
meaning
know if
us.
that meant you
Oh.
or if it meant the other two bird people.
Yeah, but
Cool.
they also died. So
Also, I was kidding. I have charm
Ripperoni.
twice. Just
okay.
when it comes up later.
So Rose got it from the dying bird person who gave it to us.
Right.
Who are we gonna give it to? I'm
don't know.
kidding. I mean, maybe our.
I mean, we already opened it. Maybe we don't have to give it to anybody anymore.
Perhaps, yeah.
I mean, it's leading us here, so
I think we should go to the X. I feel like we're gonna find answers there. It was the first step in the puzzles.
yeah. No, I mean, like,
I mean,
we,
what's the worst thing that could happen? It could be a trap.
smash
Yeah.
cut. We're all dead. No, I
Let's try the X.
I mean,
I-
we'll scope it out before we just rush in.
And I
but-
mean, maybe Arturo's at the X.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
if we all stay inside the cart
in disguise.
in disguise, Heron can be outside guiding Snowball through town. We should be fine. No one needs to. I mean, how often do carts get searched? You know, except we've never had high class criminals going around, and they probably have bumped up security, and they probably search carts a lot right now.
Babe,
so.
I know what you meant, but please don't describe me as high class ever again.
High class, like in,
I know what you meant.
like in
just please don't
criminality.
I understand what you meant, but
Okay, we're a bunch of low class criminals.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I resent that, but
Low
whatever.
class.
Low class. We're high class.
Okay, so from my understanding of your conversation is you're gonna go with the X's.
Yes.
Yep.
But we're gonna put disguises on.
Yes.
Yes. Does anyone want to roll any sort of information about the best way to get there?
I would like
or-
to. I mean,
I will
probably,
roll underworld lore.
Okay.
I will
That's a
try
good idea.
warfare lore, even though I don't think it's
I
going
want
to
to roll
resolve.
society.
Warfare lore could be beneficial
Yeah.
because you can see like weak points within the
I
city.
want to roll society.
Oh, good one as
I
well.
think society is all that makes sense for me.
Did you roll another one?
No, finally.
11. And the guy is being retired for the night.
15.
15 on society?
Yes.
So you are aware that this city basically is like a sleepy town, except for the one time a year where the gate opens and it's like a huge celebration. Past that, it's just like, aristocrats just enjoying themselves, and because they basically take advantage of everyone wanting to come here twice a year versus all the other cities, which is only once a year, which is the Grove.
Mm-hmm.
People come because they want to see the opening, the release, and then they want to see. Everyone comes there for the Grove itself. Mm-hmm. So this city basically has like a slight advantage economically because it's the spot to go twice a year.
Okay. When did the gates open?
The gates have already opened.
They already opened.
It opens and then they close it, and then the Grove happens.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
22? Are you still...
I'm talking about society right now. So that's what you gain from society. You know that this is probably like a sleepy town, that there isn't a lot of guards that are around because of this, because it's like they need to be, guarded up twice a year, and then they're just chill the rest of the time. So that's what you know society-wise. Warfare, what'd you get on warfare?
22.
22. You know that while there is a giant wall on one side, the other side is a curved space that does not have a tremendous amount of walls from the sides. So you can basically enter any part of the outer edge of the city by just walking up to it.
Sweet.
What else we got? What was your society?
I was an 11 society, and I was thinking because I used to live here. But,
sure.
Yeah.
You know exactly where your dad lives.
Right, so I would direct us a route away from that without letting it be clear that that's what I'm doing.
All right, don't worry, team. Remy to the rescue. Critical miss, underworld lore.
Critical miss on underworld lore. Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
You know that there is a series of tunnels that go underneath the city to different locations.
Oh, here we go.
I saw that coming.
Remy unlocked the brain capsule.
Good.
No, yeah, you're not ready for this. This is something you've never seen
You're going to want to
before.
sit down.
Click, it's like a key. It's a door. I open it to a mysterious world where I have all the information we need. There are tunnels.
Remy, you have a future as a performer alongside me. I'm just going to say that.
Thank you. I'll perform in the tunnels. The tunnels that we're going to go to right now. They're all over the underside of the city. It's where all of the criminals and all of the outcasts, they all take these tunnels to walk.
Are they
do
gross?
Things. No, yeah, very gross. So gross.
I don't want that.
They're gross.
I can clean you as you go.
Okay.
You can clean you as you go.
Thank you.
Remy,
I
that's
suppose.
genuinely incredibly useful.
Yeah, that's really great, babe. I can't believe I didn't even know about that.
I know exactly where one of the openings to the tunnel is too.
Let's go.
I will guide us right to it.
Let's go.
Great.
Yeah, I guess let's go.
Yeah, why not? We have no reason not to.
I was trying to think, bro. I was like, why is this a bad idea? It's not. This is the best idea. Let's do it.
All right. So all of you head to the closest one, I assume, right? There's no tactical reason why you would go to any other one. Like there isn't. You're just like, okay.
I mean,
Let's get down there, be sneaky, and get to the X.
yeah.
Let me just pull up your combat.
No! I don't wanna. Don't make me do it.
Remy's like, the entrance is right through here, guard station.
I'm just gonna nap
I was
through
so
it.
sure.
You guys can do it
It's
without
like right
me.
here. I'm like just
No.
touching the side of a building. It's right here. No worries.
All right.
Should we roll our disguises before we...
Yeah. Are
That's a
you
good
going
idea.
to disguise before you go in?
Yes.
Yes, we disguised before we moved.
Please. I just want another critical miss right now.
What are we rolling for
Please.
those?
Please.
It would be your stealth.
Cool.
All right.
Could it be crafting? Do the same.
Natural 20, bitch.
Nice.
You said stealth?
Oh wait, I'm not supposed to swear.
Stealth. Yeah.
A bitch is a dog that can whelp puppies. It is not a swear word.
14.
Okay.
26?
What do you got?
Stealth it is?
Yep.
9?
9.
Almost average.
9?
All right.
I put a mop back on my head.
No, 9. You got lower last time.
No. Yeah, you're right. Broom. So I have like
Spiky hair.
spiky-
So with the four of you, what would if this is a tight corridor? You can be 2 by 2.
Cool.
What would the order of operations
I would be in front.
I would be also in
I
front,
can take up
scoping
the-
out ahead and like making sure we're sneaky.
So the two of you, and then the two of you behind.
I'll be in the back because I'm a spellcaster, so I can head up
Yeah.
the rear.
All
Also, I want everybody to know that Moss completely unenchanted herself. She has like mousy brown hair now and is wearing like rags.
Wow.
So,
Moss, you still look radiant.
well, thank you. It's kind of hard to turn that off.
Krug's actually going to be walking behind Moss.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So, everyone roll perception while you're down there.
Cool. And also, like, probably a separate stealth. I imagine we're being sneaky through here, like, as we're moving.
Do you think we need to be sneaky through here?
I think we should, no matter what.
So if you're
I'm
gonna
ju-
if you're gonna
I mean,
go stealth,
yes.
remember you're
We
gonna
should-
reduce your speed.
We shouldn't be
Yeah.
stealthing. Here, I'll say. No, wait, there's no need to be stealthing. Also, we shouldn't, because that would just look conspicuous.
I can
Why?
have.
I mean,
We're just like, come of people on our tippy toes, and people go like, "Hey, why are you doing that?"
Yeah.
I'm just thinking,
We're
what if
just
the
taking
guards...
a nice stroll in the
Yeah.
underground.
I'm just, what if the guards have found out about this place and they're down here? Like, we might want to know what's ahead of us before they know we're here.
Remy, with your natural one, you know, in fact, the guards know about this place, but they're all paid to never go down here.
Oh, we pay those guards off all the time. They're cheap. They're easy. We give them a copper. They go, whatever.
I have plenty of money if I need to pay anyone off.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a brag. It's just a fact.
So, do you,
Well, 26 perception, and I'm very much looking out for danger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's only a 10.
Five.
22 again.
So it is filthy, disgusting, and dirty as you're walking through and you're sludging through the bile and grossness that is this sewer. You get to the first corridor, and you can go left, right, or straight forward.
I would like to see if I can like tell based on the map which way would go. Maybe like a survival check.
So the map you have has a very specific spot of it, but it doesn't have the full map of Anunnaki. It's just
Sure.
it's just like this is these cross streets kind of a thing.
But like based on where we started when we came down here, and like with the direction we walked in, which direction we'd want to go towards that.
Would like a survival check help with that?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Roll a
Can
survival.
we all make one?
It's up to you.
I'd rather not.
As we like to say, if every additional roll,
There's an additional chance to fail.
exactly,
11.
an 11,
I got a 10.
a 10 and 11. It's not difficult to navigate. You're aware that if you continue to go straight, you're going to get closer to the doorway, and you know that the location you're estimating the location is up against the wall, off to the left side of the city.
Okay.
So you believe that you should probably go straight for a while, and then once
a
you
left.
And then take a left.
take a left, and then
Cool.
kind of peek out every once in a while to figure out where a good spot to actually exit.
We are in sewers, right? Like if
Yeah.
you can climb up the rungs of a thing and push open a manhole and be like, "Hello." And
You would actually be able to just look straight up, and it's just graded. So
Oh,
you,
cool.
You can climb up and,
Okay.
and look, but you won't have to lift anything
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you want to exit.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right now?
No, I said I don't
wanna
want
do
to.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said,
Kirby's
do
like,
we
yeah,
wanna do
bye.
Yeah, who's-
My cousin lives here actually.
I'm gonna go be smelly and wanted on the surface.
it? Okay.
Sorry.
So I assume
it's
you
okay.
continue to go
Yeah.
forward?
Yeah.
So you continue to go for a while. You hit another corridor.
Keep going straight.
Keep going straight.
Straight.
Everyone roll another perception check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
14.
That's the first time in this campaign that
Really?
I have rolled a natural 20. I'm pretty
Mine-
No, it's not.
It
Yeah.
can't be.
I rolled one last time. I rolled the natural one, then I rolled a natural 20. It's my thing.
Wasn't there a session where you only rolled 1s and 20s?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
last
last one.
session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
pretty
lot
much.
of 20s in that session.
There's a lot of ones, a lot of.
So as you start to walk into the next corridor, you actually reach out and you stop Robin from moving forward because in the room, in the darkness, you can barely see it. It's in the water across the corridor, and it's the water's moving around it, but it's not moving. Like it's moving almost opposite of the water, and it's small. And with that natural 20, you're also able to hear that there is like something getting out of the water on the other two corridors.
Okay, I'm gonna stop Robin and like relay this information, like exactly like the thing in the wall there, and there's something getting up on the other two sides. I'm gonna reach for my sword, and I'm also gonna pull my shield off my back,
Okay.
which I've never used yet,
Oh,
but I have a shield.
okay.
I'd been wanting to do more damage, so I've been two-handing my bastard sword.
There's no choice.
So now I'm actually using a shield.
So, Remy, you had a natural 20, right?
Yes.
All right. What was yours?
11.
11. Moss.
11.
11. Who has the higher dex out of the two of you?
I have 2.
Moss and Robin.
Yeah.
I have also +2, 14 total.
Oh, 14 total.
Do me a favor, just roll against each other so I can determine who goes first. Crew.
I rolled a 3.
17.
13.
Cool.
17.
17. All right. All right, so Moss, you're going to go before Robin. Well, I mean, you've got plenty of other people in front of you.
Yes.
So,
Is there? Can you delay your turn in this game if you
Yes.
aren't?
yes,
Okay.
but it takes 2 actions.
That's delaying an
That's
action.
right.
That's delaying an action,
I
but
mean,
that's
just,
the
pushing
only way
your
you can
whole
do
turn.
it.
No,
Okay, there isn't I just want to put my turn later.
You can.
No, that's what delaying action is.
I
Because
mean,
you have to say specifically when you're doing a thing.
yeah. So there's 2 different options. One of them is delaying an action that costs 2 actions, and then
Like readying an action.
yeah, and then you use the action based on the trigger that you give. You can also just leave the initiative order and come back on a trigger.
I think you have to. No, you can't come back on a trigger. You have to specifically say, "I'm moving to X position behind you," but you can't. And that's what your new position is.
Yeah, but you don't get to use anything on your turn, right? Maybe on a trigger was the wrong way to say it.
Yeah.
But you can move your initiative.
Yeah.
You don't get to use anything as a part of that,
Yeah.
but you
Basically, on your turn, you can say, "I would like to go after this person," and then
Yes.
you move to that initiative spot, and then you stay there for the rest of
Yeah.
combat.
unless you move your initiative
sure.
again. But you're
But
basically
you can only
wasting.
go backwards.
You could go forwards, but you lose a round.
Yeah, but that's also just going backwards.
It's really like true. Yeah, that's true.
Welcome back to Nerds Arguing About Rule Sets.
I love that I asked the question and then I just checked it. I was like, I got my answer.
It's good though. I did
it's
actually
good,
want to
yeah.
know this.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it's good to know for the.
So
That knowledge just washed over me.
Remy, you are going first. You are aware of 3 creatures within the room with your natural 20. Do you have any nature? Just roll me a nature. You
sure.
can't.
Have I really not trained you in
You
nature at
can't
this
critically
point?
fail on this.
15.
15. You know these to be sewer oozes.
What is this?
Oh no, the Suses.
The Suses.
The Susie
Yeah.
Suses.
That was a little delayed on me.
Yeah. The camera close up on my eyes and then goes down to my mouth and I just go sewer oozy.
Did you just direct things?
Yes, I directed a moment.
You can see the one directly in front of you, and you know it's within range, and you can estimate that the other 2 are also in range, but you can only go after one.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna give it a poke.
All right, so you're gonna run to the one in the forward location.
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay, go for it. So
What
you
do they look like?
one
I'm
action.
Googling what they look like.
One action is to move forward. Second action is to attack.
Attack
I must
with my sword.
see them.
So
in my- oh, you have
hard.
my- Oh, it's cute. It's like a booger with hairs sticking out.
26.
A 26 to hit.
26 to hit with my
It
sword.
it definitely hits.
Bam!
Thankfully.
And that's one-handed is a D8. One-handed's a D8. Here we go.
Oh, bummer.
Okay,
Could be
that's
worse.
fine. So that'd be 8 total damage.
8. Okay,
It's not bad.
8 is not bad.
Effin.
So
Is
that's
up.
movement and an attack. That's 2 actions. What would you?
I'll take a second attack. It's not a poke, I'm slashing. It's
Sure.
slashing damage. So I'll take a second attack with a -5. I'll do it. No one can stop me.
Nice.
It's nice. 16.
A 16 hits.
Boom! Second
Shakalaka.
attack. Here we go. Also 8 damage.
That
8
should have been
damage.
higher than 16. Your attack bonus is more than +4, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It
But
hits.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it might
Sorry,
in
I
the
was
future
only
matter.
adding my strength, not my actual
Like proficiency and all of
modifier.
that.
So it was 5 more than that. It was 21.
Okay.
Could have been a crit.
So all of you see Remy just run forward,
Wait,
slash.
hold on. My first attack was a 26. Was that not a crit?
It is not, and I can't tell you why.
Ooh, interesting.
All right.
So bam, bam, I make like an X. I make like an X like Zoro, but if Zoro started with an X.
I'm imagining it like anime style where it's like shing, shing, and then there's like the glowing.
Yeah.
So you see Remy run forward, make 2 attacks.
Shing, shing.
You see the other 2 corridors.
Moss is applauding.
The oozes come out of the corridors. One of them moves to you, and the other one moves to you. So you're basically surrounded.
Like moves up to.
Up to you. The first one is going to attack you.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit.
Does not.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a critical miss, so it's not.
It's going to make a second attempt, though.
Honestly, after being on fire last
you're right.
session, I forgot about attack rolls. I just assumed that I just take damage.
We just did like a bunch of skill checks.
Yeah.
So that's at a -5, so does a 20 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know if you remember this, Jake. I am resistant and immune to damage.
I don't think that's
It's right here in my character sheet.
How
bro. I
close?
don't know
How
what to
close
tell
is Robin to me? Still, is it like 30 feet away?
Yeah, it's 1 movement.
You mean emotionally?
Great, thank you.
You're sweet.
Oh my god, I
need to calm down.
rolled all once, so you're gonna take 3 damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Robin really is immune.
Krug, that
Or at
one,
least
the
resistant.
other one's gonna attack you twice.
Okay.
A natural 1.
Does not hit.
And it's gonna lose its second attack for that.
Sweet.
So there you go. And I promise everyone that's watching, next arc we're going to have critical failure and success cards. So we'll be able to pull from those,
Nice.
and you all will succeed as well as them from those cards. So,
And fail. He forgot to mention that we will also all fail.
yes. That brings us to Krug.
Have I fought an ooze before?
Roll.
I rolled a 13. I don't know what I was rolling. No?
No, I basically gave. I was basically gonna say because. I was basically going to say 16 to 20, you knew, and everything else was
Okay,
good.
I'm going to punch it then.
Cool.
Seems like a good idea.
But you know what they say? You fight and ooze, you fight and lose.
It's true. 22.
22 hits.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
It's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
It's a shirt.
Also, Caring Lizard, I don't know who you are, but I am very aware that you are more fond of Jonas than you are of me.
You are? Thank you.
Okay. I was gonna wait, but they gave
We don't have
they
to get
gave
into
three subscriptions to other people
nice.
in the chat. So I gave them 3 hero points that they could give out.
nice.
They gave 2 to Jonas and 1 to William.
Blessed. Thank you
So-
so much. Nature, be blessed.
Second attack. This is Flurry of Blows, by the way.
Okay.
Second attack is 12.
A 12 also hits.
Oh, sweet.
Whoa!
A 12 hits? Oh no, we're doing no damage. We're doing no damage.
11 damage total.
11
I'll
damage.
do
Okay.
some.
And then... Oh, I still have 2 actions.
Yep.
I'm going to ready an action to shove one of them.
Okay.
If they attack... Who am I adjacent
Well,
to?
don't you have to ready an action? Oh, you're gonna take your 2 actions.
Yeah, 2 actions to ready, 1 shove.
So the one that's in front of you is next to Robin.
Okay, so if it attacks Robin, I'm going to shove it.
Okay.
They're-
You know that it's already attacked, like round-wise. It's already attacked this round.
But it's gonna attack again before
It's going to attack
Krug's next
before me,
turn.
because it just did attack before me. So it always
So on
attacks.
its next
Sure.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then that brings us to the ooze in front of you. The ooze in front of you attacks.
Doesn't even have to waste a move.
I'm a 25 hits.
Yes.
No, sorry, a 28. Is that a critical though?
It is not.
Okay.
No.
No.
I
Your
rolled a
shield.
19.
Because of my shield.
Please take 7 damage.
Did you raise your shield?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I didn't raise my shield.
No.
Oh.
You spend an action to raise a shield.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
so is it a critical hit?
Well, yeah. What did
But
I
then
do on
you-
my turn?
You moved and attacked
And
twice.
attack twice. That's right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is a critical. Yeah.
All right. So
Wow.
7.
I used to be so good about raising my shield.
Yeah. I remember the
just-
playtest.
Yeah. I just forgot.
Take 15 damage total.
Well, now you're never going to forget again.
Likely.
That was its first attack.
Hey, I raised my shield.
$21 hits.
21 hits. You're gonna hit me 21 times? Swish.
10 damage.
I love to joke. I'm down.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
It's going to then move over you and get closer to the group, but is not going to get to all of you. That brings us to Moss.
Yay! All right. Can I light these bitches on fire?
I don't know. Do you have the ability to light these bitches on fire?
I have produced flame.
Cool. Use it.
I'm gonna do it. It's cantrip, so I can just do it, right?
Yeah, but I believe it's an attack or it's a roll. So you would roll your dice and add your
Dexterity.
No, it's her casting ability.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's casting ability?
It's on the first page.
I think it's on this page.
Have I not?
This-
I haven't done any damage spells before, have I?
This
Yeah,
one.
you did some
Spell
fire to the
attack roll.
guard.
Oh,
So it looks like 7.
okay.
Should be 6 actually. Sorry.
11.
Hits.
Yes, okay. And then I'm gonna light it up. So what do I roll for damage? I don't have it written down what I roll for damage for that.
I would have to look it up. I don't have it memorized.
I also would like to use my innate blood magic on this, which is an extra point of fire damage per spell level.
Nice.
Nice. Produce flame. Produce flame does. It's an evocation spell. It's fire damage at close range. Hey, there it goes. It deals you a small ball of flame appears from the palm of your hand, and you lash out with it either in a melee or ranged or at range. Make a spell attack roll, which you did against its AC, which you succeeded. This normally is a ranged attack, but you can also make it a melee attack, which doesn't matter, and it deals 1d4 fire damage plus your spell ability casting modifier. So yeah, you're gonna do 1d4. That's an 8.
Oh.
And then you're going to add your spellcasting modifier, which is charisma, which I believe you have an 18, so that's a plus 4.
Okay,
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then plus the extra one, 8. Plus my innate ability. So I'm 8 damage.
8 damage?
8 fire damage.
Now, is that going to be the one in front of Krug or the one in front of Jonas, or are you trying to do the one that took William out?
The one in front of Krug.
Cool. And that was 8? Cool. All right. All right.
I forgot that I had that blood magic.
So that was, I believe, is that 2 actions? Produce flame is.
I think it is 2 actions.
Produce flame is 2 actions, so you have one more action on your turn if you want to do anything.
But I can't produce flame again.
No, but you can cast shield, which just gives you an AC bonus.
Yeah, I'll do shield.
Whoa! All right, Robin, it's your turn.
Robin sees Remy go down and like almost instantly just like, no, Remy, get up, and snaps, and a jolt of electricity goes through Remy's body, as has happened before, perhaps not on stream, and they are stabilized as I cast Stabilize, the cantrip. So you lose the dying condition, but remain unconscious at 0 hit points. So you're not gonna die, but you're not gonna be able to do much else.
Sweet.
And then she says, Krug, get them, and slaps Krug on the shoulder and casts guidance on you.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
So you have a +1 to an attack roll, ability check, or
Is guidance
save.
a single action?
Yeah. It's technically just verbal, but I like to slap my friends on the shoulder.
No. I was just asking
Yeah,
because
of course.
action economy is a thing.
So that's my whole turn.
All right, that brings us up to Remy, which, Remy, you're unconscious, which means you can't do anything.
But I'm not making saving throw.
But you're not gaining to your dying condition, exactly. So that's going to bring the 2 oozes. The first one is going to attack you. This is not the one you readied the action.
Correct.
And so it's going to go after you.
The oozes are going after uses.
So a 25 hits, yes?
25 does hit.
You're going to take 11 points of damage.
God, Jake, we're level 1.
Well, good thing you have a healer.
Why would you do this to us? I mean, I'm also a healer, but I'm not if I'm dead.
What is your AC?
Here comes a second.
16.
16? Okay, so a 15 is not a critical miss.
Mm-hmm.
Third attack is a -10. Oh, but a natural 1 is, though.
Sweet.
And it was its third action, so...
So it heals me.
I'm suddenly back alive. Oh, some ooze got in my mouth.
How am I going to deal with an ooze critically failing on its turn?
Could it just become a puddle and lose its next turn? Because that's really funny.
That's honestly what I'm thinking, to be completely honest. I'm like,
Because you think about all the normal stuff, and it's like tripping, no. Dropping weapon, no. I don't know.
Further motivation, Indigo, if you do that, I'll have Robin be like, oh, ew.
yeah, I think it's going to drop to a puddle and lose its turn.
Cool.
That brings us to the ooze in front of you.
I forgot to get into my stance.
And it's going to attack you, Krug.
You forgot to raise your shield, and I forgot to get into my stance.
We're gonna get roasted.
I know.
Y'all, come on.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. See?
Hey,
A natural 1.
Also doesn't hit.
yeah. We got a couple puddles over
We
here.
do basically get you back for free at this point.
Okay, so it's going to lose its next...
Ooh.
I just threw a D4. I picked up the D6 and I forgot the 4 was on.
I
was
saw
like,
it happen. It was hilarious.
so it's going to lose its next action, but not its turn because it still has an action to take. So it's
Okay.
going to lose that.
Okay.
That brings us to you, Krug.
I'm gonna say it, and then I'm gonna dash after Remy.
So there's one in front of you.
Well, they're both puddles.
No, only
No,
one.
only one of
oh,
them's a
right,
pedal.
yeah.
I'm okay. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Well, it doesn't get an attack.
Okay, cool.
It's blocking. I'm trying to think.
Oh, if I can I tumble through? Do you want me to tumble through?
Yeah.
Acrobatics. Because you said it was. I don't know how big they are. I'll just do it anyways. Whatever.
Are they cubes or are they like
They're blobs.
Blobs.
They're
Oh,
blobs.
Look,
bro.
Oh, word.
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You don't even have to look.
Okay.
I got a 25.
Oh, okay. Cool. You good?
Sweet. And then I'm gonna get to Remy, and I'm gonna just like look at him and like make sure he's awake.
They.
Sorry. And then I'm gonna slap their face, just like one sharp,
Okay.
to try to wake them up.
Okay.
Is there a check you can do to try to make them conscious?
Like a medicine.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
I'm trying to
you
do.
just when they're unconscious,
Oh, when
they're
they're-
basically asleep, so you just wake them up.
I mean, kinda.
How do you go from unconscious to
If you want
conscious
me to
in
make a
combat?
medicine check, I will.
It's not just like they're like sleeping. It's like they're almost like comatose.
I get where because it's like coming from almost dying, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. But also, just the unconscious condition is
There is a-
you just use an action to wake them up. But whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
Hey, that's
I want to
true.
wake them up. That's what I want.
Hey, that's
how
how,
do I?
that's how the rules are played. And we're,
However you want me
We
to
are
do
an
it.
educational stream.
I like the rules.
You didn't say we're not this time, so we are.
I like the rules when they specifically
Is that how it
help
works?
me.
All right, you can spend an action to wake them up.
Okay.
Yeah!
Whoa. I mean, my medicine's not bad. I would have made
That's
a
what-
medicine check.
That's what Remy sounds like when they wake up.
Yeah!
Hey, stop sleeping on the job. Can you come help kill the please? Who's this behind you?
So that's 2 actions. You got 1 left.
And then I'm gonna run back.
You're not going to get in your stance.
No, I'm gonna run back. I'm trying to get.
Are you going to try to get back to where you were, or just on the other, like turn around and?
I want to get in a position so that I am a valid target for both of the things. If
Okay, you don't have to tumble past them. You can. Just,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just on the other side.
Okay. That
Flanking now.
that brings us to the other ooze, which was the one that took you out, and it's going to go to you and attack you. So now you're literally surrounded by 3.
Cool. It'll suck, but better than the casters getting it.
A 28.
Yep, hits. Not a crit. No.
Okay.
Close,
Ah.
but not.
Please take 10 points of damage.
Jesus!
It's
That's 1 of 9 attacks.
it's 1d6 plus 1
Yeah.
plus 1d4.
The fact that you said that you rolled all 1s and then somebody took 3 damage terrified me. But the caster.
I mean, if someone's, immune to acid damage,
Well, I'm immune to damage.
No,
but you
sorry,
keep
did you say 10
refusing
points of
to
damage?
Yes.
Recognize it.
with its second attack, does a 20 hit.
Yes.
Moss's face.
No.
Please take another 10 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Is it Krug? Is it Noise? Is it Noise?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Like fully down?
Yeah.
Like you're unconscious or you're dead?
No, I'm just unconscious.
Yep.
Y'all,
All right, that brings us to Moss.
I can't
I'm
keep
gonna
stabilizing
heal.
people. I have magic damage.
I'm just saying.
I know, yeah.
It's better than it hitting the two of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know who to freaking heal. Who?
Well, they're up.
Yeah, but
But
they,
with
they're
one
gonna
go
one
be-
hit
down.
point,
So
yeah.
like,
and you're down with one hit point.
you. Negative 1 hit point.
Negative. Oh my god.
I mean, you can
I took
cast
20 damage.
heal
Yeah.
and do AoE and spend all 3 of your actions,
Yes. Yes.
and you would hit everyone, including.
Yes.
Me who also
that
doesn't do
one.
it.
I
Okay.
want to do that.
All right, so it is 1d8 worth of healing.
Please be good. Oh my god.
Hero point. Hero
You
point.
can
Hero
spend a
point.
hero point.
This is
Hero
the third
point.
time.
Hero point.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
All right.
All right.
I thought it was
I
a
thought
one.
it was a 1. Oh my god. I was like, are you kidding me? Okay, so you all get 7. It is
you.
beautiful. It is glittery. It is incredible.
It lights
Thank
up
you, Moss.
these gross tunnels.
As
Yeah.
Krug opens his eyes, he says, God, I'm getting tired of seeing that, but it's also so beautiful.
All right, so that's going to be all of Moss's turn. That is going to bring us to Robin.
Robin would. Okay, so you're both. Okay,
I
so
forgot that you could AoE heal.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Robin is going to pick the 2 oozes that were close to her and Krug, and they're both going to make, I believe it is reflex saves.
Okay.
Yes, as I am casting Electric Arc on the 2 of them.
Do I have to make a reflex save?
No, I'm choosing 1 or 2, and I'm choosing those 2.
Sweet.
So they both got the same thing. They both got 13.
They both fail. So they're both going to take 1d4 plus 4 electric damage, and that is a total of 6.
Nice.
Is it the same d4 for both, or do I roll separate for both?
I would just say keep 1.
Keep it?
Yeah.
Cool. Then yeah, 6 to both.
So the ooze that was originally in front of Krug, that's off to your side, just melts down into just nothingness. Like it just.
Nice.
Krug goes like this. Hum.
And the ooze that is directly in front of you.
The one that still had its shape, kind of.
Yeah. That one is still alive though.
Cool. I would like to,
That was 2 actions.
with 2 actions, does that one seem like it is gonna be going for Krug or attacking me again? next?
You know,
Like, is
it has no
face.
No face. It's
Yeah.
got no exact.
Front?
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't know. Like it literally can attack in any direction.
For sure. I'm going to move my full speed, which is 25 feet, I want to say.
Okay.
25 feet. And I want to go probably ahead, like where we're going, and just as far away from all 3 oozes as I can get.
Okay.
So like to me.
Yeah, basically to Remy. To behind Remy if I can. Did you move?
Yeah, well, my speed is only 20 feet, so
So yes, yeah.
Cool. Then I'll be out.
Even with the step out of the ooze's way, you can
sure.
probably make it.
Cool.
All right, that brings us to the top, which is Remy, who's on the ground currently.
Okay, how much of my movement does it take to get up?
I think
It is an
it's
action.
a single
It's
action.
a single action?
Yeah.
You could attack from the ground.
I'm
But there's nothing near it.
I know.
He has to get up and move.
So it's basically an action to get up, an action to move, and an action to attack is what you can do.
Yeah.
Or move and raise your shield.
Yep, or move and
Or
raise your
move and
shield.
raise my shield.
Or move and get into one of your stances.
Nah. No stances. No stances.
I will get up.
Grab your brush.
Good choice.
Okay, one action.
I will then.
Grab your brush.
I'm gonna run and slash.
Okay.
I'm gonna run and slash for the.
Do you want to go after the one that took you down? Or do you want to go to the
do
one?
they?
Yeah, I'll do the one that took me down.
Are you here for vengeance or for fun, Rems?
I'll do the one that took me down. I can't crit on these things, so it doesn't matter. But I did roll at 27.
Cool. It hits.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's no point in me having my shield. Well, doesn't matter. I still.
Well, I mean, you've already attacked. So.
I still got my shield in my
Your
hand.
shield soaks damage. You didn't have your shield up. That's right.
I didn't have my shield up, but I did just do 10 damage.
Nice.
As you slice your sword right through it, it just explodes in a gooey mess on the floor.
Epic.
Epic, babe.
Yeah, I do that, and then like I turn to everyone. I'm like, I'm very vulnerable right now.
A true performer.
You're
through and
glistening.
through.
You're doing
That
great, sweetie.
that brings it to the last remaining ooze, and what it does is it goes up and it drops down into the ground. All of you,
Not a reflex save. Not a reflex save.
please make a reflex saving throw.
Now I am 25 feet away from
How do you roll
No,
reflex
you're not
save?
25 feet away
So
from
you
it.
I
roll
moved
your
at
funny,
full
and then you
speed.
add.
Yes, but you were on the other side of it.
It was right. It was adjacent to me.
No, so if you're standing here, the one that
so
just
is it
there
a
was
reflex?
three,
Yeah.
right? The one that died was here. The one that was
yeah.
was remaining
Had a great
was
one.
right here in front of you. So to move 25 feet that direction,
Sure.
you have to take a 5-foot step over.
Oh, okay.
And
So
20
it was
feet.
it was in the direction. It was.
Yeah,
it was
you
going.
basically walked
Okay.
past it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you could have
Okay.
gone 25 feet the opposite way, but you said you wanted to
Yeah.
go towards Remy, which
Yeah.
was forward. So yeah,
Sure.
you're all within
Okay.
range.
Cool. What kind of save?
Reflex, please.
Cool. Krug, you have a +1 you haven't used yet.
Oh, I don't need it for this.
Okay.
I got a great
Hero point.
roll.
Since I know I'm getting 2 more later.
You have them now.
Yeah. 15.
Okay, 15,
21.
21,
24.
24.
28.
Okay, you're the only one, Robin, who is going to take any damage. You're going to take
My life.
3 acid damage.
Oh, boy.
Oh my life.
And
Does that
you-
count as damage because I'm resistant to that?
yeah, and you're not. And you're also going to take a -10 speed penalty to your movements for 1 minute.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out how you're resistant to damage. and
It's
I was
written
like, oh,
right here on my character sheet. It's under resistances and immunities. It just says damage. It's in my handwriting though, so I don't know what that means.
It just means that the creators of Pathfinder possessed you and made you write something
Did
officially.
do that? I remember. It was the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the night that I didn't make.
What?
Remember when?
Oh, yeah,
Paizo
sorry.
possessed my immortal body.
Yes. All right. Sorry, my head was like, what? And
You
that,
think I'd remember that?
yeah, right? So it does that, and then
No.
it attacks Krug.
That's 3 actions. That's
Nope.
gotta be.
Nope.
I know. I'm just
The
kidding.
filth wave, which is what that ability is called.
Oh
is
yeah, that's my band name.
I didn't
wave.
miss the last.
It sounds like a
remaining
genre,
ooze.
doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
like synth wave.
Yeah.
is only one action.
Wave. Filth
One action? That's
Yep.
bananas.
Krug does a 19 hit.
No.
No.
Oh, wait, yes.
19.
It meets.
If it
Beats.
meets, it
It meets, it beats.
Wait.
Wait. Can that plus
Oh.
one be added to your AC?
Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Wait.
No, it cannot.
Okay.
Is this thing within melee range of me?
Sure.
Opportunity attack.
Actually, it is because you just attacked it.
Yes, I would like to opportunity attack.
Okay.
That one didn't that one doy? Didn't I doy that one?
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But they're all within 5 feet of each
Okay.
other.
Now it reformed after.
I would like to
Buzzing.
take an opportunity attack then. Because opportunity attack. Trigger. A creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a score. Oh, it didn't happen. Is it
It has to take a manipulate action, right?
Oh, a manipulate move or a ranged attack or leaves a square during a move action. So darn, it's like the one thing I can't do it for. Right?
Correct.
No,
Yeah.
never mind then.
I don't think Strike has the manipulate trait.
No. All right, never mind then. Kill my friend.
I'll be.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm not gonna say that out loud.
You'll be alive.
Please take 8 points of damage.
Oh wait, no, that's.
Moss only healed for 7.
Yeah, that's definitely
Enough.
Down again.
enough to bring it down again.
Gosh, diggity darn it, y'all.
It's
I didn't do it. on
actually
purpose.
that was its second attack,
It was.
which means it had a -5 penalty.
Oh, you know what doesn't hit? The tie -5.
Pathfinder,
I literally
baby.
was just like, wait, that other action wasn't an attack. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Wow.
All right. So
You know, some people don't. God, I love crunch. I love I don't actually, but I love Crunch
I actually-
right now. Crunch is pretty
Like
fun.
Captain Crunch?
And
I
its
do.
third attack
Crunch
does not
Bandicoot.
hit.
Sweet.
Third attack, its Filth Wave is only one action.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Filth Wave.
It said that already.
You know what I love? Filth Wave feminism.
Yeah. Dude, I love.
Weirdly
Filth
enough,
Wave
everyone
songs.
in chat says, "Take my bits away from William from that."
Wow!
And
wow.
give them to Robin.
There's no delay on that.
No, there's none.
Yeah.
So that brings us. After that brings us to Krug.
Yay. I'm
Murder it.
You're
debating
in-
whether or not to do an experiment because we're low level and this is like a relatively
Experiment
safe
on
combat.
the ooze.
I'm gonna try and grapple the
Did you say this is a
ooze.
relatively
Okay.
safe
Yeah,
combat?
it is.
You and I both went down.
No, but now that there's
but
only
now
one of
that there's
them.
only thank
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
We outnumber it.
Yeah, now
by
there's only one that
4.
does like 13 damage every time it is.
I mean, mind you, this is a home-brewed version of it because I wanted to put 3 of them in this, so
Oh.
I have weakened them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, thank you, oh gracious game
Oh,
master.
What a ooh. Okay.
What a ooh.
What a ooh.
What a ooh.
What a ooh.
Ah.
Was it athletics?
And a sorry.
25
Wow, wow.
to grapple it?
Grapple the slime?
I'm doing an experiment. I said that out
Yep,
loud.
you did, and
Let
I
me
am the
even
mad
see
scientist
if
who
that
is funding
is
this whole thing.
possible.
You succeed,
That's what I
You
wanted.
succeed, but you take acid damage.
I might.
You are now an ooze.
I might
Succeed,
bring
but
myself
now you're
down
inside
right
of the
now.
ooze.
That is a very interesting thing that you're attempting.
You said it's homebrew. You could put in a thing where if you grapple
Oh.
it, you become
Wait,
an
wait, wait.
ooze for the rest of your life,
Hey,
which would be a
Indigo.
great thing to add to Krug's
I-
character.
Indigo, do the right thing and give Krug a hero point for this.
Give Krug a hero point.
For metagaming?
I'll give you $1.
No, for deciding to do a grapple even though you know it's not going to work. maybe.
Actually, it does not say whether, like, it doesn't have any advantages to grapple. It doesn't say you can't grapple it, so you can grapple it.
Oh. So, okay, I guess I'm... So, did I succeed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And I grab it and I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. And then I'm going to start hitting it.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Hero point.
Yikes.
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely yes for that. I don't want to go down to this ooze again. Cool. Well, that's a 12.
12 hits.
Oh, sweet.
AC's 8.
What if you didn't need to do the hero point?
10 damage?
10 damage. Okay.
I didn't need to do the hero point, fun fact. I
Wow.
would've- if it's AC 8, it would have still hit.
Do the right thing. Give
Okay.
Krug a hero point.
Okay, it's still alive.
And then,
You grappled, which is one action.
Yeah.
Attacked, which is a second action.
It's so low.
oh, it's
Hit it again.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it again.
You only have a -8. You're like,
Oh, dude. Super hits. 20,
hits.
yeah, something.
wait, hold on. 20 something with a -8?
Huh?
What'd you just do?
What did I just do?
Did you
18.
roll off the
At-
charts?
At 18.
No, I gave you an unmodified number, but even after all the minuses,
Oh, okay, yeah,
it's still
okay.
above the thing.
That's true. That's true.
5 damage.
You squeeze the ooze to death.
Yes.
Is it?
But it covers you.
It just covers
Can
you.
it pop a little
Covers
bit?
you. Sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Can it
Like one of
pop a
those
little bit
boba
and like
things.
and hit
Ooh,
Remy?
boba. Sewer with boba.
So
delicious.
I'm actually going to use the end of this combat as the opportunity to go to our break. Before we go, there was in fact some additional bits that were donated, so I'm going to hand those out. Caring Lizard gave William 1 additional one, so that means
This doesn't change anything.
So that means William has 2, Jonas has 2, and then Caring Lizard gave 2 to Moss
Yay, thank you.
and 2 to Krug.
Oh, thank you.
And Krug was the last one, and only because you had said I can't get them, and then they messaged me on the side and said, "Hey, can they not get this?" And I said, "No, they were joking." So then they had to correct this. So thank you very
funny.
much, Caring Lizard,
Thank
for
you.
Thank you.
You're a
giving.
very caring wizard.
The most caring lizard I've ever met.
I would let you use your little lizard tongue to give me little kisses.
On that note, I'm going to take a short break, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do.
Everybody run!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the second half of the final episode of this arc of Court of Corvids. That was a mouthful. We are going to go into, you guys finish combat.
Yep.
The oozes lay there on the ground, leaving only pools of gross gelatinous goo and bones from its previous victims.
The oozes loses.
The oozes did loses.
Telemos.
That was funnier than it should have been. That was good. I like that.
What would you all like to do?
Can we all holler for a little bit about the oozes loses thing, and then I think I want to search the area for signs of more and or possibly treasure. But
Well, you can see clearly that the only thing that was left was the rotting bones from the ooze. So,
Rami.
Did you say rotting bones?
Yeah.
Like, oozes had like skeletons?
No, from its previous victims.
Oh,
it
okay.
ate
Things.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Did you know about these goops?
They are the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my
Have you
life.
encountered them before?
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, a lot of the stuff about these tunnels, not ringing the bell.
Oh, also, can I heal everybody?
Like what stuff?
Yeah, you can. How do you want to do it?
It's your last spell slot of the day.
Oh.
So keep that in mind.
We can medicine for 10
Well,
minutes.
that's true. Yeah. I think it's an hour, isn't it? Because I don't
it's an
have it
hour if
quickened.
you want to do more health, but 10 minutes for less health.
Okay.
It's
So
like 1d8 versus 2d8, I think.
I can do medicine. I'm pretty good at it. I also need some healing though.
You can only do medicine if you're proficient in it, right?
If you're trained.
If you're trained.
If you're trained and you have a medicine kit.
Which I have.
I'm not trained and I don't have a medicine kit. So.
You're trained, right?
You can do it on yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking if we can like have two people
So
going
instead
at
of
once.
having 40 minutes,
Yeah.
it would just be 10 and you can get 2 people out, or 20 if you needed
Yeah,
everyone.
Moss
Moss,
is
you're
not trained
Moss,
in
you're
this, right?
good, right? You didn't take any hits.
No.
Moss didn't take any hits.
Cool.
The two of you, both Krug and Remy, are hurting.
Not
Yeah,
trained.
and I'm also pretty bad.
I'm not trained. So
Okay.
just spend half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal us all. It's just a D8 each, right?
Yeah, but you
Well, I have to roll
you
to
gotta
do
roll
it. I'll do myself last just to be safe.
Okay.
So Remy, I'll go first.
I believe it's a 15.
15 DC, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna. And I'm gonna have guidance on myself, but I'm not gonna use it right now. I'm gonna use a hero point instead. What is the penalty for failing by 1? Is it you don't heal them, or is that when you hurt them?
I believe just a failure does nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a critical failure is what hurts.
But if you fail, I think they still become immune to it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna spend a hero point.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is a critical failure, which means you do hurt them.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I only have 8 hit points, so you could kill me.
Do you want to use your
not-
last hero point?
I mean, I wouldn't kill
Can you double
Yeah,
hero
yeah,
point
yeah,
roll?
right.
Are we gonna say we could double hero point rolls?
Why not?
So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't let my wonderful partner die. I am not going to use that D20 though.
Punish that die.
Do you have one that's been working well
Freeze
for
it
you?
and smash them
Not
with a hammer.
really.
All right, pick one.
I like this one a lot.
All right,
Sparkly.
let's hope for it. That's gonna do it. That is a 20 total.
Okay, 20 definitely beats 15.
So I heal for a D8. Oh my god!
Come on. Come on.
All right, 1 hit point.
9.
I don't know. It's hard because I'm still feeling.
No, I feel so much better. You did such a good job.
Good. You are still bleeding.
Oh, sorry. Ignore the blood I just coughed up.
that will pass.
Okay.
Krug.
Hey.
You're next, buddy.
Okay,
Still,
great.
buddy.
It's fine.
24
Good.
All right.
and 3.
All right.
All right. And yourself.
Gonna do me. So it's only been 20 minutes so far. Cool. 24 again,
Everyone is better than...
and that's for 2. Oh my god.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to. What
I
are
got a
you
little juice left in me.
like? Could you just heal us? Is that?
I mean, yeah, I would use my last spell though, but I'll do it.
It's up to you. Do you want to use it in an emergency, or do you want to use it...
That's a
No,
good
yeah,
point.
let's use it.
Because
It
that-
doesn't take
yeah.
time, so I could try you again, babe. I've still got
In 24
some left
hours.
in me. Oh, right. Well,
No, we're good.
Moving along.
Yeah, we got it. Let's get to
Alright,
the
so
expo.
I think, am I trading medicine? Yeah, I have medicine, right?
Yeah, but there's still
No, you have to have this. You see this part?
Oh, okay. Oh, that part.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
trained? Okay.
So who would like to roll to try to get your bearings correct?
I
and
think
find out-
this sounds like a great survival time for Robin Way.
What's the total?
The total is 8, but I have a 7 in survival.
I like totals.
Yeah, and you used all your hero points to try to heal
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
All right.
try to heal you.
Can I use a hero point to allow
Nope.
Robin to re-roll their character?
The paper's not the problem. Use a hero point to buy me new dice.
All right, so you all pack your things up after getting patched up, and you start.
Sorry, it's a 9. I had guidance.
You start to walk. It's still the same. And you start to walk down one of the directions. You hit a corridor, left, right, or center.
What do I think is the best way? Indigo?
Well, you know that you're gonna probably want to go center until you
A
hit.
little bit farther and then go left
Yeah,
eventually.
well, yeah, because you probably think that the sewer system probably ends before the gate, so
Sure.
you probably want to hit
Yeah.
the end of the gate or hit the
Okay,
end.
and then go left. Okay. We gotta keep going straight until we have to turn. So
I trust you emphatically.
good,
Cool.
you should. I know exactly where I'm going.
You continue to walk and you go through 2 more corridors and there's a bright light at the end of the.
Oh no, we're dead.
I don't think.
I'm kidding. I know we're not dead.
But don't
Crew.
go towards it though.
Well, it's probably.
But spotlights are my specialty.
She says with mousy brown hair.
Yeah, right? Covered in ooze.
I want to roll perception
Okay.
on the bright light. That is a 20.
Hey, that's the way you came in.
We
No.
need to turn around.
How did we do this?
It was back in the slime. Okay, back in the slime room. I was like, that's either the way we came or it's forward.
Oh, no,
and
because
I was
of the-
sure it was forward, but we know
Because
we
of all the
all
fighting,
turned around.
we got all turned
and
around.
honestly, my head's still hurting a little bit, so we do have to go back.
Did any of the paths that we took actually curve?
No, they've only gone straight, and then
then,
once
like,
you hit a
T.
corridor,
we
they
just
tee
literally
out.
went back the same way.
Yeah,
Cool.
you walked the same way that you.
That's
Which I have done in a video game before, so it's very realistic.
Well,
That's
and you didn't
hilarious.
roll, and because you do have like a decent base survival, I didn't send you to the right, which
Right.
would have been way worse.
For sure.
I just sent you back where you
Just
came.
wasted a little bit of time, but good news, we know the way is clear, so we can move a little faster this time. We know to look out for slimes, which
So
we're probably dead.
you all turn around and start heading that.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I would just pop up and check in with Herring and the dogs and be like, hey, still good, still good.
We got lost.
Herring is has just finished brushing. Snowball thing. I almost called it popcorn.
That's my other horse.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they were right about to start bathing Dogorno.
And Ram said, no, leave his stink. Leave his stink. I'm sorry. I get it. Leave his stink. He needs it.
We literally ran all the way back here because
Just
we
to
thought
tell
you
you
were-
that
yeah, that was the only
about the
thing.
stink.
If you bear Dogorno, I won't be able to find him anymore. But thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, so you turn around. You continue walking for a large portion of the time, and you hit the wall finally. You walk straight into it. And I assume you all turn left.
Why
Yeah.
not?
How
I can't turn left.
you turn right a bunch.
You get really dizzy.
About how far do you want to go?
I think I want to probably consult my sort of compass and the map again.
Okay.
Like I did to get us even this far.
Okay.
Please be... Alright, cool. Survival, right? 18?
So you should you think, based off of the distance that the corridors have come up so far, you think you should go about 4 corridors in,
Cool.
pop your head up and see where you're at.
Great, then we will do that.
So you head down the corridor, and as you get to the 4th one, you can look up and you see the grating, and you don't hear anything up there, but you definitely can see the sky.
It's outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you just said see the sky. Dumb.
I would like to get very, very quiet and to start climbing
route.
up.
Wascally Wabbit.
I'm a
right.
wabbit.
Roll your stealth.
All right, 24. Oh, sorry, stealth is 22.
Okay, so you make it up there. You climb to like the first rung and kind of wait until the water drips off of your feet and your ankles, and you continue to go all the way up. And you look up, roll a perception.
Boo-doo-boo-ba-doo-boo.
Yes.
Natural 20,
Nice.
total of 27.
All right, so you
That's the die I meant to use.
when you
Give it a little smooch. Just a
when
little
you get up there,
There you go.
when you get up there, you put your hand on the grate and you kind of look around. You're not getting a really good view, and you can see where the grate actually like lifts up, and you can see that it's really dry. And you know that if you lift it, that it's going to screech really loudly.
Sure.
But you've got enough like moss and muck on your boot that you could probably like
Not you. I mean, no, look down.
you could probably take it and like just get it gooey enough to be able to
sure.
lift it. And so you do that, and you push the grate up a little bit, and you look around, and you look at your map, and you think you're there.
What do you see?
What do you see?
We're there. Everyone, be very quiet and come up. I'm gonna wait a second. Actually, I'm just gonna scope out the immediate area just around. I'll give you a thumbs up through the grate in a moment. Okay?
Okay, I really want to get out of here, so please hurry.
I'll be very quick.
Hey, scream if you get attacked.
I always do. So she's gonna get out, still like sneaking around, and just like make sure that no one's gonna immediately see them when they come out.
So as you look around, you actually notice that you're inside what seems to be like there is no entrances or exits that are like street level. Like you have to come in or out through a door. It's like a center not corridor. What is it called? It's like a courtyard.
Courtyard.
It's like a courtyard in the middle of a location.
Gotcha. So it connects to a lot of places.
Yeah, but there is no entrance or exits.
Being from here, do I know like literally where I am?
You've never been to this part of the city.
Weird. Okay.
This is definitely a part of like the slummier locations, and even though you kind of shunned away from the higher society, this was probably the areas in which you still didn't feel safe going to by yourself.
Sure. Okay. Cool. She's gonna give the thumbs up through the grate and just like find a little bush or to hide under a bench to hide under or something.
Okay. All of you.
Coming out. The world to know.
And copyright strike. Anyway, so all of you make it up to the top. What would you all like to do?
I
Take a shower. No.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to take the coin out
yes.
and I want to look through it.
All right, roll a perception. How did you miss?
I'm also
I got it in 22.
I will just give you a regular good
Pat on the
job.
back.
Not a guide.
You
for
put
nothing.
it up to your eye and you look around, and as you're looking around, all of a sudden you start to see everything starting to focus, and then there seems to be a red outline, what looks to be like a door.
And I remove the coin. Is there anything there?
There's a wall.
There's a wall. And I put the coin back.
There seems to be an outline of a door.
Okay, everyone settle in. I'm going to do this for the next 30 minutes.
What is it that you see?
No, I'm seeing a red outline, like, but it's like no, hold on.
Let me see.
No, wait, hold on.
What are you seeing?
no,
Hold on,
Well,
hold
this
on.
is what I'm seeing. You see
Oh.
that? Okay,
yeah.
no, I see
Wait, hold on. I didn't
Okay,
get
let
it.
me see. That's
It's
a door.
like it's like
a
a door. Yeah, there's like a door there.
Okay, I want to roll Arcana.
Okay.
That would be a 17.
This is right in
18, I
line.
mean.
This is right in line of what a lot of times seeing stones are used for.
Okay.
They're either used to reveal hidden messages or to show hidden doors.
Okay. Would I get any insight on how to open the door, or would I know that?
Probably something you'd probably need to bring a coin closer to the door and be
Okay.
able to find like a keyhole or a slot. Or...
Give me that, please.
Oh yeah, no, okay, here we go.
Okay, so she goes really close to the door and starts like looking.
So
like, against the wall.
you look up and down the wall. Roll a perception. It's a really simple check.
I'm also keeping a lookout to see no one to go.
Okay, roll a perception as well.
Cool.
10.
10.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. With the 24, you do not see anything. It's quiet.
Cool.
You.
And I'll just keep that active.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anyone
You
does
see,
show up, but-
you know, a bird or a
Sure.
squirrel, but nothing crazy. But Moss, you look up and down, and as you go around, you find a doorknob, or where a doorknob should be, and a circle that's about the same size as the coin.
Ooh, I think this is a key.
No, it's a coin.
No, it's a
She
coin
thinks the
key.
coin is a key.
It's a key coin.
Remy, I'd trust her. Magic's super weird sometimes.
No, I trust most of it.
Is it like a spot on the door that...
Well, watch. And I'm going to put it in there.
Okay, you put it up against the door, and it feels like it goes into the wall itself. And you physically see like the edges of the coin disappear into the wall. And as you put it there, the outline starts to glow. And
Speak friend and enter.
Like for
yeah, for everyone. Yeah.
Cool.
Because the coin's up against the wall now. No one can see through it because you'd be seeing the wall. And as you do that, it doesn't outline red. It actually just starts to like almost crack, almost like an entranceway, and the door just.
See, I told you magic's
It's a
super
really
weird.
depressed door.
Yeah. Hey, you'll be all right, buddy. It has guidance on the door.
It stops squeaking mysteriously.
The healing touch.
Do we get the coin back? Can we just take it out again, or try to take the coin out?
You can take the coin out.
Oh,
Does the door stay?
Here, I'll smuggle it.
Okay.
I'll put it in my mouth.
Peek in.
Yeah.
Peek in real quick.
Peek in. We just opened a secret door. I barge in.
No.
I barge in. Try to stop. Try to stop.
You're
She
low
will.
HP.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You roll diplomacy.
That does-
16.
Diplomacy?
does 16 hit your AC?
I'm rolling strength to barge past you. 21.
That's higher than my 16 diplomacy.
You bust past Robin, and you walk into this hallway. This hallway seems to be dark, and it feels magical as well. You're kind of like you can see a little bit further in the room. Like you can see that there might be like hallways further in, but you got to go in deeper.
Hey, there's nobody in here. Let's go.
I'm following Remy.
I'm going in as well too, but I'm like being sneaky the whole way. So
Okay.
I'm probably roll stealth.
There's no need to be sneaky. Like we
never know.
opened the hidden door. We had the hidden key. We do a thing. We had the puzzle. The only people who are going to be in here are the people who are supposed to be here, except for us because we're not supposed to be here. And no one else would ever do this.
Can we look through the thing while we walk? Just
Oh yeah,
idea.
no. I take the key back out of my secret pocket. Okay.
So you're in. You're
in.
stealthily in. What is Moss doing?
Oh, I'll follow.
Okay. After all four of you are into the room, you can hear the door.
Well, that's not ominous at all, is it?
The
It's a
room
little
gets
bit.
real dark. It's kind of like a corridor, a hallway. As you're looking through it, you can see the shapes.
I cast dancing lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So, and I believe it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
So you cast dancing lights. Little orbs start to float around all of you.
Oh, fireflies.
Everyone roll perception.
Oh my golly. Golly, Miss Molly. 9.
What did I do? 17.
17?
12.
12?
critical miss.
Cool.
9.
9.
I mean, actually,
Wait. How much time do we have left? I'm gonna use a hero point.
admittedly, I did curse your dice, Jonas.
Yeah.
7.
Sorry, it's not personal.
I hope it works out well for you.
I just have to curse like
Sorry.
a set of dice a day to fill my quota, so...
So as the door closes, you look around the room as the dancing lights just brighten this room up, and you notice that there is a room full of people in a circle around you. All of them wearing heavy black cloaks with red netting in front of their faces.
Oh, this is feeling familiar. Oh, wait, no. This is feeling familiar.
Arturo?
Don't.
One of them steps forward.
Are they looking at us?
Well, the red netting is facing towards you. You can't see any facial features.
I'm like under a table, I'll just say.
Well,
like-
you're stuck. No, there is nothing in this room.
Oh, there's nothing in the room.
You were in a corridor trying to get to where there was
word.
light, and when you brought light up, you realize that you're in a room, and they're all just a circle around you.
Cool, okay.
Okay, Arturo. Some bird-faced people. We were with them.
A lot of them died.
They got attacked by. Yeah, can I use the one?
I don't
Can I do
know.
it? Can I use the one?
I think
I mean,
there's
I
a time
guess,
this is
yeah.
it. You can use mine, babe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
We're the ones who went into the woods. We went in there and we saw the keepers. They were doing some kind of.
Do you know the difference between a raven and a crow?
Yeah, I do.
Which is?
I, Jonas, don't, so Indigo, tell me, because Robin definitely would.
you start to. Oh, for some reason my camera disappeared. That's exciting.
Bye,
Spooky.
Indigo.
It's our ghost
Here,
GM.
just scoot on over here, buddy. I'll make room for you.
For those on the podcast,
So
Indigo's little square is black.
so as you start to explain it, and
Wait, do you know the difference between a raven and a crow?
so
Okay.
as you start to explain it, he stops you, and he goes, "I'll give you a little bit easier of an answer. There are 17 large feathers on a raven, called pinion feathers. On a crow, there are 16. So the difference between a crow and a raven is a matter of opinion."
Someone went to Burning Man for the first time.
Krug is laughing so hard.
It is technically what I was saying. Just so we all know.
He pulls off his hood, and you see a tiefling male.
Is it the Arturo that I know?
No,
Okay.
This is the Arturo that I know.
no.
This is not Arturo.
Sure. You see that they are scarred all to hell. All of you roll a perception check.
12.
I thought you were going to say, what is the difference between a raven and a writing desk?
19.
19?
12.
12?
20, not natural.
12.
So all of you notice the one, he is a tiefling, red skin, scars across his body, his neck, mostly horns. You also notice that Arturo only has one hand.
It is Arturo.
He has only his right hand, and from when he moved the piece back, it looks like from the wrist is missing. Wrist hand, basically.
For sure.
And he looks around at all of you and says, I know very much of who you are.
Well, of course you know who I am.
Yeah, it's most magnificent.
He actually walks over to you, Moss, and he actually touches your hair, and he puts it behind your ear and says, "I'm used to you having much more colorful hair than this."
We're in disguise.
Well, yes, I didn't really want to be noticed for once in my life.
Well, feel free to be open here.
She disenchants herself.
Robin removes her disguise. It was very uncomfortable.
Oh, that feels so much better.
So I've got some questions for all of you.
We have many questions for you as well, but you can go first. I'll allow that.
So my men went out to the scene and discovered 3 of my people dead.
Yes.
Your people were the bird people.
Yes, those are my Corvids.
We're sorry about
They
what
got eaten
happened.
by zombos.
It was
2 of them were eaten by zombies, I noticed. The other one was stabbed to death. And that's where I have a bit of a question with all of you.
We did. Out of character. We found Rose with that person
Dead
who was
one.
already dead,
Yep,
right?
correct.
Cool. And we don't know what happened. There was a girl who I think knew even less what was going on, or about as much maybe, but she'd been taken by people into the woods, and she was with the third one when they were just there already dead. We got the puzzle box from them.
Wait a minute. What is that? What is the girl's name?
Rose, R-O-S-E.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was trying to remember that, like when I was talking to the masters. But when we found Ross with your Corvid, she told us that they had stabbed the Corvid, and it was like too late or something. And then we ran off in the direction that she pointed us. And we ran into zombos, and zombos don't stab, right?
No.
Yeah, they bite. They bite, and maybe they scratch.
Well,
you.
no, the zombie I was fighting had a weapon.
Well, I mean, our knowledge of zombies, yes, they have weapons, but this was a very precise stab. This person died with a single stab wound of a dagger. Did any of the zombies you saw have daggers? Because the ones that we killed off all had swords.
Yeah, just
the one
swords.
that I fought unsuccessfully had a sword, so I didn't remember seeing any with daggers.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it didn't exist. I mean, there were 6 zombies.
There were 6 other
We had to run
zombos that
away
we were-
because
yeah,
we
we
could
were-
barely fight one of them.
I mean, have you ever fought a zombo? Are you Arturo, by the way?
Yes. And yes.
Cool.
Okay, I know like 2 other Arturos. Then.
Yeah.
Because
We
like
were
there's,
sure it was-
there's one who wears all black, and
Yeah.
and that Arturo whenever
It really-
because I knew it
seemed
wasn't.
like he would
I
be
knew
doing
you
this
weren't
kind of
that
thing.
because you would have been like, call me, or
Right.
because that's always how that one approaches people.
Honestly, I'm a little glad it's not him.
No, tell me about it. Yeah.
Arturo, do you know Rose?
No.
We don't know Rose either. We don't
know where she went.
I mean, we know a little bit about Rose. We know that she is a caster of some sort.
She has a flying book.
She has a flying familiar book.
Did we
Wait,
give
do
that
I
back
know
to
it's a
her?
familiar? Did we decide it was a familiar?
No.
Okay. I know that from Game Gorgon. Watch Game Gorgon on YouTube. I guess we just kind of trusted her because she was disarming, but I don't know if we should have.
Can you describe her to me?
I do.
Arturo walks over to a group and like leans in and starts to whisper to the 2 of them. He leans back and turns around and looks back at you, and the 2 that he was talking to start to walk away.
What are they off to do, Arturo?
Research.
They're not going to hurt the girl, are they?
We don't even know where she is.
Well, supposing you find her, which I assume is what you're going to do. That's what I would do in this situation.
We're trying to figure out who she is.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Arturo.
Yes.
Why? Are you Ghost Jim again?
Is it like a battery thing?
It's
It's
plugged
plugged
in.
into power.
Why exactly are we here? And can you help take the bounty off our heads?
Why you're here is you. You were the ones that came here to
Well,
me.
yes, we had free will, kind of, but we came here, I suppose, on your summoning.
Yeah, what's this? And I toss him the box.
This is a box that is used by our Corvids to regain entry into this building.
No, yeah, the last
So
one
this
who died
wasn't
gave it
intended to
Rose.
us, for us.
Well, I mean, maybe it was. Rose said give it to the others. I assume it was meant to us.
Ah, gotcha.
Is it because of the lights?
We'll figure it
We
out.
can figure it out.
Cool.
Our Corvids are supposed to destroy these or give them to other Corvids. They're not supposed to go out to other people. You managed to get a hold of one, which I will be honest is a little bit suspicious, as one of my Corvids was killed by another
I
person.
promise I would not lie to you, especially given the whole circling thing. We were under the assumption that we were supposed to follow these clues for some reason. Clearly there's been some kind of misunderstanding, but we don't mean any harm to you or your organization.
Also, I'm just throwing this out there. None of us use daggers.
No.
Remy does not make precise strikes. Remy makes giant, devastating strikes. These 2 don't
I'm not
fight with
really into
weapons, and I punch
complicated
with my
weapons.
fists. So I don't. I mean, I understand that I could be lying to you
Also,
right now.
stabbing is such a non-romantic way to kill someone.
Yeah, we use
I don't
fire
know.
and
I feel like
lightning.
it's pretty romantic. You go up to them, you give them a hug, a kiss on the cheek or something, and then stab.
Would you do that?
Never to you.
I mean, like, if it was like, if I was gonna die anyway.
How's this? I seem to have gotten the information I need out of you. Is there any questions you have for me before you...
Yes, what's going on?
Did a griffin attack?
Oh yeah.
All of it.
Attack would be a very strong word.
It
What word would you
flew
use?
over, picked a couple people up, and then was like, okay, bye.
No, a griffin flew over the wall, and it scared people because they had never seen one before.
Oh,
It didn't
so
do anything.
a griffin just existed.
Yes.
God, I knew it was something like that.
But
People
I-
are losing their minds over it. I mean,
But I want to know, going all the way back to what we saw in the clearing, what is all of this? Obviously, you have some intimate knowledge that we don't have, and I want to know.
yeah.
Arturo snaps his fingers twice, and everyone that's in the room turns around and walks away.
Where are they going?
Remy turns around and starts walking away.
They're going back to their duties. I felt that they are unneeded
Rems, come
anymore.
back.
I feel that we can have a talk.
Oh,
Okay.
duties. No, I'll stay here.
How many people were there?
There was at least 24.
Okay, cool. I'm flattered that he thinks it would take 24.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm sure it would just be him alone.
How much are you aware of as of yet?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Very little.
We know that we did something,
We
and
saw
then
a
it
big
started
skeleton and the fire and it was all illusions. But yeah, very little.
Oh, the keepers were there. We know the keepers.
The
are
keepers
involved
were there,
somehow.
which is a problem. I mean, obviously.
What are you aware of?
The keepers. One of the keepers turned into a skeleton, like a big skeleton.
I don't think that one of them turned into it. I think the skeleton
there
just
was
came
like-
out of the
Oh,
place.
the fire. They came out of the illusion fire.
There
was
was
this
fire, which was not really there.
It said something to us. It said
It said it called us
You-
fools, I think.
no. It said you fools. You have no idea what you've done.
Yeah. Which
And then
don't say we
I
didn't do
yelled back at the
anything.
skeleton. I said, "You have no idea what you've done, you skeleton."
It was so cool.
Well,
Did any of that help?
We're great at explaining stuff to NPCs.
so the piece of information I think that you all are missing, that everyone is slowly coming to understand, is the fact that there's a world outside of this piece of land.
Okay.
We've actually been told that, or at least people have been speculating.
That's where Scott went.
Well, we're from that land.
You are.
Oh snap!
Wait, so, when you said another world, like a world where people like live.
But no one's ever come back.
That's true. No one has come back because we have taken them under our wing and brought them into the world outside of this piece of land. What all of you had managed to do is that you broke the seal.
What does that mean?
Like after a night of drinking, or
The
Stupid.
the event that all of you interrupted is an event that happens every year. We have been following it and trying to get as much information as we can. What is the best way to explain that? What you interrupted was a meeting of all of the greatest evils within the world.
Evils.
Are you sure?
But they're
Because
supposed to keep us safe.
are you sure?
Don't.
So those evils meet here every year.
you're saying the keepers are evil, or were the evils meeting with the keepers?
The keepers aren't necessarily evil so much as they are complicit.
Ah,
So this land has been hidden away from everyone else for many a year. Many years, hundreds of years. It's only recently that we've even discovered that this existed. Myself, as well as another band of Corvids, made it into this area. We've snuck in, and as we have snuck into this, we have slowly gained more and more information. Leave it off. Leave the camera off.
Theater of the mind.
Exactly. As we have come in, we have been doing research and trying to figure out why this land has been hidden. We've discovered that the Grove, as you all are aware of it being called, is a meeting of all of these evils within the world. They have specifically hidden this area from everyone else so that they can meet and they can discuss how they're going to piece together the rest of the world in their liking. All of you managed to break that meeting. And I'm not quite sure what that means. Because now that no one has the opportunity to discuss with each other, we feel that all of them are going to just do what they want. It's kind of why we've been watching and not necessarily been taking any actions. My Corvids went out there to stop the group of you from going in because of this specific reason.
Yeah.
So wait, so what you're saying is that we've just unleashed evil upon the world?
Evil was always there. We shouldn't get that far.
were-
We didn't unleash evil. We disorganized evil, which is good and bad, I think. No matter how you look at it.
Arturo here is making it sound like now they're just going to go do whatever they desire.
Right.
Well, they were already doing whatever they desire in the first place. But
It's
I think
just
what we're hearing here is that they were organizing and making sure they weren't stepping on each other's toes.
Yeah.
It's like It's like, oh no, I get to torture and be cruel to this group of people, and you get to do it to this like section. But now they don't get to talk about that, so it's gonna
But our world
that.
has not had much cruelty or torture in it.
Well, that's
Very specifically because they have designed this area.
We're the haven.
Yes, you're a haven for them to go and hide off for one part of the year. You have all basically been over a fog this entire time and been outwardly nice to each other because it was basically forced upon all of you.
I was only nice because I had to be.
I
spent all that time learning how to be nice. That was like the first 12 years of being alive. It was all just being nice on purpose, learning how. And it was for nothing.
I mean, being nice isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong.
It's not gotten me very far.
We could still be nice,
Well, we
right?
can.
You're not saying that once we step out of this place, we're gonna have to be jerks to everybody.
The fog has
Sounds
lifted.
fun.
Have you
Okay,
noticed?
great.
I mean,
Do you feel any different right now?
a little bit?
You feel meaner.
Well, not now from how I did earlier. I mean, since we got out of the woods, I mean, a little bit.
I don't.
I don't feel any different.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit different.
It could just be that I haven't been home for a very long time.
I mean, I'm
getting
stressed,
restless.
but I don't feel evil or mean or whatever.
No, I don't feel evil. I don't know. I do feel different.
Arturo,
Yes.
what happens if we go beyond the wall?
You will get to experience what the rest of us call life.
Can I be famous there?
That's up to you.
Yeah, how many cities are outside the wall? Like, what's it like?
Anunnaki is maybe a tenth of the world.
No,
Anunnaki's
Anunnaki
huge.
is the sixth of the world.
Well, no, of the world we know.
Sorry,
but remember the
Itinerant.
outside the wall.
Itineran, which is the location.
All 5 cities then
Yes.
are all 100th. That's a tenth and a tenth of everything.
Probably smaller than that, to be completely honest
We
with
can
you.
roll a little fortitude save. Is a 16? Sorry from passing out right now.
I cannot comprehend that.
Yeah.
And are there others like you?
Tieflings?
Yeah. Do we have tieflings in our
Not
area?
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there are many of us.
How many
Do
people?
you come in different colors?
Yes.
Are there
I want to
are there
do that.
forests out there?
Yes. Many. In fact, most of the world is covered in forest.
What? Come on!
Remy, Moss, Krug, I think I'm significantly more on board with the follow Scott outside the wall idea.
Oh, I'm very on board with following Scott.
What happens to Itineran? What is going to happen to all of the people who are on the fog?
So everyone has been slowly discovering what's going on. From what our intel has been able to show us, the keepers are trying to keep peace as much as they can. They have put quite an amount of blame on the 4 of you, which, in their defense, it is your fault.
I mean, we were there. We know you don't got to rub it in.
It was our doing. I would not call it a fault, but I understand where you're going.
I mean, we would have no evil to split up if they hadn't, been evil and meeting in the first place. I take no
you
responsibility.
gotta blame the
for
ones who are
this.
literally evil, honestly.
Hey,
I
you
was just doing something heroic, as I always
We were
do.
saving a kidnapped girl. Like, of course, whatever. It doesn't matter. The town's not here.
We were saving a kidnapped girl, and now we were saving a kidnapped world. Am I right?
Babe.
No,
Thank you.
no. I would. Anyways, so my question to you is that: do you want to go to this world, or do you want to stay here?
Well, would we be unwanted if we stayed here? Like,
Yeah.
could you
think we're-
change that?
I think you know that answer.
I know. It was worth asking, though. I want to go beyond the wall. I want to go beyond the wall and chase fame. If there's that many people, that's so many more fans.
How many more people? Like one.
I mean, like
is it
100 times the number
more
of people in here.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
If not more, I think you're saying.
Is there also space between those people?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good.
Would we be wanted on the other side of the wall?
No one knows who you are, or even of the existence of this area.
Can we come back here?
You got in.
Yeah. How do you get in?
We have a secret way to get in and out.
So we can get through without having to deal with the keeper at all.
Correct.
Okay, good.
So as you say that, two members walk up and stand, and Arturo goes, "One moment, please,"
Of course.
and walks over to the two, and he's nodding, and he's shaking his head, and he turns around and he walks back to you. Rose, you said was her name, yes?
ROSE.
She always spelled it.
Rose is not a person.
What?
What? Excuse me.
Let me rephrase that. Rose is a person, but Rose is the one that killed my men.
Okay.
But how does that not
Sorry.
make her a person?
The reason Rose was, I believe, kidnapped is what you guys believed. The reason Rose was there is this ceremony specifically was to sacrifice her living half. There was supposed to be a ceremony to split her and one of the greater evils from her. And by interrupting it, they're now still one.
So she's like possessed?
Oh.
I guess possessed would be a good word. I wouldn't so much go as far as that as them being the same person.
Like they've always been together in that way.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, she seems so nice.
That was the nice side of Rose.
Rose is nice. It's whatever else is in her. We're still gathering information, but the base information that we got was the fact that Rose was being brought there to be separated from the entity and given a new body and a new form. I will say it was good in that sense that you stopped it, because now it cannot grow as quickly as it could have outside of Rose's body.
Yeah.
The negative portion is you also prevented that separation from happening, which means that evil entity is still inside of her.
Is that something that can only be done in the Grove by the people there?
We don't know yet.
I'm sure you've
Is that
got
something
people
you're
looking
working
into
on?
that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Well, if Rose is anywhere and she's not here, we know probably where that is.
Rose wasn't from Itinerant. Rose was brought specifically here for that ceremony. So Rose
So
is
it's likely
outside
she
of the
went
wall.
back. Oh, good. Another reason to go.
Is Rose, or I don't know what you call the entity that Rose is.
I've been
We don't know
workshopping
yet.
thorns in my head.
Well, whatever that thing is that thing gonna come after us? Did we ruin its day?
We don't know. We don't know anything about it. The base information that we have is that there was something special that was supposed to happen, which was a sacrifice, a separation of entity and body. And we do not know the entity, and we didn't know the body until just now.
Well, judging that you learned everything that you do know this quickly, you guys seem like the right people to figure that stuff out. We, on the other hand, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't think we can even come close to figuring any of this stuff out.
We almost
on
got
our
killed
own.
by
If
slime.
I had my goblins, we could...
Well, you mentioned that. And I actually have a proposition for you.
Okay.
The reason we're able to gain this information and gain this knowledge is because we have Corvids across the world.
By the way, it's a super cool name.
honestly.
Yeah, it's agree completely.
An underutilized world in this conversation. People don't really know, like the umbrella that is Corvids. It sounds pretty. It's cool. I really appreciate it.
I don't even know what a Corvid is.
It's the family that Raven the Crows are in, the Blackbirds.
That's just your opinion.
You know the song though that I. Because of your joke, Arturo.
So, we would like you all to join us. And by joining us, we can help you enter the world.
I've never belonged to a secret club before.
What would you require from us?
Yeah,
for
what else
that?
does that entail?
Is this like a cult?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm in.
In fact, some of the key aspects of the Court of Corvids is that we actually keep an eye on cults and organizations, and when we feel that they have gotten out of hand, we put our powers together to stop them before anything horrendous can happen. That's the reason why we were here, is that we were discovering this group of evil entities gathering together. So one of the key things that we do is we stop cults and organizations that, well, while they don't call themselves cults, we all know what they are.
Well, but what if you get a little out of hand? Who stops the stoppers? Am I right? There's probably a better way to say that, but
As of right now, there's no one.
you
At
just
least-
hold yourselves accountable? Where's the checks? Where's the balances?
Well, if you would like to join us and try to come up with means in which that works together, I don't have an issue with that.
What do we have to do?
Well, we will assist you in entering the world. We will set you up with a location. We will take you to a new place to live, or at least start to live. You don't have to stay there. All that we ask upon you is that if you help us in our goals to stopping these organizations. You don't have to. You can always leave the Court of Corvids. It's not a binding contract, but we would like to help stop kind of the thing that you started.
Yeah.
No, we did not start this. The evil started it,
Sure.
and I'm gonna finish it.
Can
I'm
you
in. I'm in.
So I have you, Remy.
Oh yeah.
If
Do
I-
it dog friendly?
Absolutely.
If I join, can I still be famous?
Absolutely. The only thing that we ask you to keep secret is that you are a member.
All right, I'm. Yes, okay.
Oh shoot! Are you sure you want me in your club?
It will be fine, Remy.
Are you sure? Cause I used everybody's one.
It will be fine. If you go up to someone, if a week ago someone walked up to you and said, "I'm a Corvid and I'm a part of the court," what would they say to you?
Oh.
You should probably take less mushrooms, I think would be the thing that they would say.
Hey, I've only done
We're
my
not going
6
back.
times.
Today.
So, Remy, I have you.
Yeah, no,
Robin?
Robin, come on, let's do it.
What's your take? Would you call nobility a cult?
Some. I mean, we do not carry riches within ourselves for a reason.
Sure.
We spend our riches amongst everyone. There is no central leader of the Corvids.
Okay.
Do I have to share my riches?
No. And
Okay.
No. And let me rephrase that. Any sort of goods or valuables that we gain from taking these organizations out helps supply and help other people get out of these situations.
That's certainly honorable. Oh, can my goblin join?
Harry?
Yes.
Yes.
You know Harry.
Hell, this is creepy.
If you're down to add the high society to your list of organizations to topple, I'm in.
Organizations to topple, yes. Going outright and hunting down,
We
probably.
don't have to do it first. Just on the list.
Eat the rich.
Eat
the rich.
Crook.
Eat the rich.
No, wait, I'm rich.
Well, not you, of course.
Everyone but Moss.
You don't have a leader.
No.
Then why do you snap your fingers when people do things?
We have a hierarchy, we just don't have a central leader, is what we said.
So you have a group of people.
Yes, the court.
And they are... Are you a part of the court?
Yes. And I will probably be the only one that you ever meet.
That's fair enough.
Let me rephrase that. I will be the only one that you see. You may hear from them.
Sure.
You may talk to them. You may even visually see them, but you will never see their face.
Can I sense motive, I guess? I just want to see if Arturo's,
Legit.
a good person.
Go for it. A good person or legit? Those are two different things.
Good person. Don't care about legit. Just want to know if he's a good person. Oh, boy.
Perception.
Don't forget about the 2 hero points they gifted you.
Hey, I'll use a hero point. Oh, okay, way better. 20. Come on. 3.
23.
Yeah.
They're being 100% honest with you. You can't tell what their past was like. They're not being malicious. They have not done anything or said anything thus far that you can perceive as being a lie. And yeah, that's all you. I mean, you can't perceive whether someone's done good.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
not
what I
like
mean?
he gives off an aura of holiness.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm looking for. But there's no overt reason for me to think like, I don't know, this guy like rubs me the wrong way.
Doesn't rub,
I'm really
doesn't rub you the wrong way. But this is a weird situation.
Sure.
I mean, that is definitely something to take in consideration. You are literally in a secret magic room with a bunch of people who wear cloaks that you have only seen one of their faces, asking you to join their secret organization after about 10 minutes.
And they know everything about us.
Yeah, and they know everything about us.
So take that as you will.
Yeah. Arturo, this is a really weird situation. You and what you're asking of us, as well as the situation as a whole. You're telling me that the world's 1,000 times bigger than I thought it was. And so I don't know where to start. So I'd love to join you and then have our virtues align and be able to work with you and make the world a better place. If our virtues don't align, I'm going to bounce.
That's fine.
And as long as you're okay with that, I'm in.
The reason we're asking you is because we believe that our goals are aligned with each other. If we didn't feel that our goals aligned with each other, you probably would have never found the door.
Fair enough.
Or even made it out of the sewer.
In that case, I'm excited to learn more.
Moss?
Yes, I mean, as long as I can go do my thing over there and get lots of fans and, you know, I suppose I can help. It's fun to have a little adventure in your life. Some purpose, I suppose.
Scott's also out there.
Yes, I mean, and so Scott. Scott's out there.
Scott a Corvid?
No.
Oh.
Do you know where Scott is?
Scott is on the other side of the wall.
But did you bring Scott to the other side?
No.
How
So
did he
Scott
get
just
through?
like went to the keeper and was like, "Hey, bye now."
Scott climbed the wall.
Oh, Scott, you're
Oh,
so
God, he's so
brave and
extra.
handsome.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does track.
Well, I have one more question, Arturo.
Yes.
Are you a fan of mine?
He looks at you and he gives you a smile and goes, Moss, I look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you do in the world.
Okay. A coy one, I see.
Well,
A coy boy.
if that is in fact all of you agreeing, come with me.
We do.
we have to get our cart.
Yeah.
Your cart is being taken care of.
Oh, Snowball and Herring and Onion?
After all this, you don't think he knows about the cart?
That's a good point.
He brings the cart.
You're all
The
very
cart was
good.
actually here before all of you, to be completely honest with you. What did take you so long in the
We
sewers?
got a little
Wait,
turned
by
around.
giant-
Battled
You know what?
off
You know what?
lines,
It's fine. It's
Almost died.
fine. So Arturo takes you outside and takes you to like a hole in the wall, or say takes you to the wall, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a metal glove and he places it on his left hand. And
Ooh, that's nifty.
he starts to move the hand around.
What?
And just give the metal sound.
Yeah.
He places the metal hand on the wall, and the wall, the image of the wall disappears. On the other side, you see Herring, Onion, Snowball, and the cart,
And the dogs.
and the dogs, of course.
Okay, and Dogorno?
Both of them. I will say, Dogorno's hair was cut to even it out.
Herring.
Did Dogorno ask you to do that?
He looked funny. That's the only way I keep it.
We have to have a talk about talking to the dogs, Herring.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Arturo says, I've got something to give you, and my men will accompany you to a new location.
A new world, honestly. Oh my gosh.
Can we get those
I'm
cool
a little
masks?
overwhelmed.
Can I have one of those masks?
That is for our scouts.
Oh.
I don't
What about one of
think
the
you
red
want
ones?
one. I don't think you're quite ready for one, to be honest with you.
All right, fair enough.
So he opens up his cloak and he starts digging around in his cloak, and he pulls out a small metal box that has like what looks to be lips that have been pressed through them. And he says, Moss, why don't you take this?
Ooh.
And he hands it to you, and he says, this is our means of communication with each other.
All right.
We can speak to you, and you can speak to us, but the only way for you to speak to us is that you have to press your lips against the lips.
I have to kiss it?
Yes, and it activates.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, what a lucky box.
Something for you to practice with Scott.
Any of you can do it, but it's a means in which to keep all of you safe so that we aren't listening in, and if it gets out of hand or someone takes another box, they can't just use the box to discover where you are. You have to activate it, but we will always be able to talk through it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any lasting questions before I leave you?
How do we say we get separated from all the other Corvids here with us? How do we get a hold of you? The box.
The box.
Well, yeah, we're good then.
Well, to many adventures.
That's just one of those questions you usually have to ask. So,
The four of you see Arturo walk through the hollow portion of the wall. The wall fills in slowly, and you all turn around with the back of the wall facing your back, and you look out, and you see a massive world. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Perception.
The thing is that all of you feel much stronger.
Hey!
And you will all level between now and our second arc.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Because we're just like out there killing slimes.
But it was just more of a point of experience. Yes, Krug.
To which level?
To level 2.
Oh.
Please level to level 2 for arc 2.
Now, if I was already level 2, I'm now level 3 then?
No, you were never level 2.
But I leveled up.
So, that being the end of Arc 1, the finale of Arc 1, all of you have discovered what is going on in the world. You are now a part of the Corvids. Congratulations.
Yay. I'm gonna be a
And
scout.
you gonna try to be a scout?
I'm gonna be a scout.
There's some really interesting things about scouts
Yeah?
that you'll have to discover in game, because I'm not going to tell you.
I want to wear just like a really epic like gown made of all black feathers and just
16
like
or
dance
17.
around.
So what I'm really excited about is that all of the characters in which you had met previously all have major roles in the future arcs. Scott is definitely going to take part. Rose is definitely going to take part. The small dwarf that ratted you all out is going to take part.
Rude.
Jonas's or Robin's dad's going to take part.
Is my dad also gonna show up?
Oh, yeah.
He's a good character.
Yeah. You, if we had more time, you would have had to have met him today, but we didn't have the time, so we went forward. I would look at the camera and say thank you all, but I am an inky black mess. And I'll come over here. I'll come over here because there's a. I don't want to step on the dog, and I scare your dog sometimes. So I'm gonna come over here.
Hello.
So, okay, so I'm going to look at this camera and say thank you all so much for joining us for the final episode of Corvids. My name's Indigo. If you would like to get a hold of myself, best way is to get it on Twitter, which is @IndigoQT. You can also get this really badass shirt right here. From our merch shop. Which way do I gotta go? There we go. Which is on our website. It's also in the link in the description on the video for YouTube. Thank you so much for everyone that came and watched us live. You guys were awesome. I was watching you in chat. Thank you so much for the bits of donation.
Do we get to keep those hero points for season 2?
So no, you start all over.
Damn it.
Did you use any?
No.
Gotta use.
We'll talk about it between now and then. We've got some time. But stick around YouTube because I am going to be making Corvids content between now and then, which includes a arc recap. On top of that, I'm going to wrangle William, Jonas, and Molly to come in and give us their builds on Game of Gorgon.
Game of Gorgon.
I want to do a build video like we did with Krug. Krug did his.
And then it changed completely.
And
immediately.
Which is fine. People seem to enjoy it either way.
Yeah.
So stick around for that. We are coming back in January. Before then, we have a ton of content. October is packed. We have Zombies, which is going to be Outbreak, which is going to have William, Jonas, and Molly. And we're going to also have Alquin. We're also going to have Alex, who's going to join us, who is from Hunters Entertainment, the guys that made the game. And we're also going to have Spencer from Hijinks and Handlebars also join us.
Cool.
So it's going to be a big guest. So it's going to be fun times.
I didn't know that one.
Me either.
We talked about, you were, I think you were walking Markle when we talked about it. So we're going to do that. We're going to have that. And then on top of that, we have Hijinks and Handlebars, which William's going to talk more about that when it gets around to that. We also have Vampire the Masquerade, which is going to be B. Dave Walters, is going to be doing Long Beach by Night, which starts this Sunday. And then we have Eric is GMing Geist Sin Eater, which we just finished the trailer for that. That's up online if you want to watch that. I think that's it. Krug will talk about Game Gorgons.
Yeah, and I feel so inadequate because you're like, we have all these new things, and I'm like, yeah, but what about Game Gorgon?
It's on his shirt. It's on his shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
the show that is this show right here, right?
I kind of want to resubmit this and make it a little smaller because I feel really big.
It's really big.
Wait, what? Sorry.
That's inappropriate. Stop.
You haven't felt it yet. You can check out Game Gorgon if you want to check out Game Gorgon. We're going to continue doing Game Gorgon. There wasn't any this week because I was really sick, but next week we're going to start doing Game Gorgon again. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to have all the same stuff you're used to seeing from Game Gorgon, which is a bunch of discussions about things that are relevant to us. Things that we enjoy, like tabletop things, and like sometimes we talk about other stuff.
Well, and we have interviews with two people. We have an interview with Eric talking about.
Oh yeah, I did have stuff to say, and I didn't even
do it.
No, you do it. It's
okay,
over.
we have Eric coming on talking. We did an interview with Eric, and we talk about Geist the Sin Eater, which is the game. We also talked to Darcy, who's the community manager over at Monty Cook Games, and we talk about the new Cyphersism book that came out.
Yeah, we did those things. By we, Indigo means Indigo did because I was sick. Anyways, I'm Krug. You can get me on Krug at QueueTimes on Twitter if you want to do that. And if not, go to our Discord, which is
Hoppin'.
Yeah, poppin'. Link in any YouTube video description.
Molly, you got some stuff to announce.
Well, first of all, you can find me everywhere on the internet under my name, which is there. There. Boop, boop, boop. So I'm literally Molly McIsaac on everything. My latest thing that I'm doing is all of October. My friend Jordan and I are uploading videos called Basic Witches, where we taste all pumpkin-flavored things that we can find at various stores, as well as other random, like, basic bitch fall nonsense, and it's great and completely ridiculous, so you should definitely check it out. We're on my YouTube channel, which is just Molly McIsaac, or we actually have our own Facebook page where we also upload videos, so you can go like that to see all of the videos as they go live.
You guys eating coffee grounds? I don't know how you managed to do that, but...
Okay, it's actually not bad, okay? Pro tip, you could actually eat coffee grounds. It's just like...
I mean, you can eat a lot of things.
Yeah. I don't think it's that terrible.
It went, like, watching the two of you take a spoonful of coffee grounds, I literally just...
I like to live dangerously. Like, my heart's going to explode. But yeah, other than that, I'm also doing a Sims 400 baby challenge on my YouTube channel soon. So if you like really
400?
100.
Sims 4 100. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but if you like Sims content, I have a lot of that coming up because it's the only thing that brings me joy currently.
Cool. Me, hello, I am Jonas. I have been playing Robin. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse.
And that's Markle.
This is Markle, my sweet pupple.
For the podcast, there's a dog.
Yeah, there's a dog. Yeah, you heard reference to earlier. Follow me on Twitter. I will be here on Tuesdays for Hijinks and Handlebars, and Wednesdays throughout the next few months. I'll be on Outbreak, as Indigo said. I'm also doing Monster of the Week, playing a Selkie, a seal person, with a big old sword, and her stepson. So the story is getting to its final arc. That is two different characters. To a final arc in November, so check that out. You can catch up on that as well. And I'll post about all these things on Twitter.
And it's wild.
Sure.
Like I've been watching, one, because I have to, and two, because I'm enjoying it. But the story has been has been phenomenal, and like the story's been fun, and like the connections, and like later on going, oh, that's a thing, like just like the connection. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm not gonna say anymore. But yeah.
I agree.
Sorry, I cut.
That's all I have to say. William can cover the rest.
Okay, so I'm William. Yeah, I've been playing Remy. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. You can also find the Twitter and Instagram for the show that I run for QueueTimes called Hijinks and Handlebars. That Twitter and Instagram is at HandleStream. We stream every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. PDT. And it is a long-running, continuous campaign, like Court of Corvids will become, but it is every Tuesday. So we've been going for a full season. We've started our second season. We have over 30 episodes. So if you find that discouraging and alarming and something you don't feel like you can undertake, taking in all of that information, you can start wherever. It's fine. Just like join us on a Tuesday, and if it's something that grabs you and you think it's interesting, let alone like a little confusing, then go back and check out the other episodes. It's all on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. It's in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. You can also find that playlist by typing in bit.ly/handlestream with a capital H and a capital S. I mean, if Pathfinder is like Lord of the Rings, then the Hijinks and Handlebars, it's based on kids on bikes. That would be like Stranger Things, and it is very much like that. It is very supernatural. We're dealing with a lot more supernatural stuff most immediately in the past few episodes. So if that's something that grabs you at all, check that out. Also, a little bit of other Pathfinder 2nd Edition content.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can announce this. Because, I mean, they've announced it.
I was about to say, isn't it this weekend?
It's this weekend. Roll 20 Con is this weekend. They're doing charity streams. So, one, check that out in general.
Yeah.
But I am going to be a part of a Pathfinder 2nd Edition one-shot that is GM'd by Adam Coble.
Where's Roll 20 Con? Huh?
It's just what they're calling it. I think it's a charity. I think it's online.
It's not like an actual convention.
Yeah.
I was like...
Yeah.
Everyone's got a convention these days.
I was like, I want to go see other real humans because I am a fellow human in person.
But I'll be playing in that. It's one shot. GM by Adam Coble. Adam Coble is one of the co-authors of Dungeon World, and also really involved streamer in the community and everything. And so I'm excited to be a part of that.
That you're super into, right?
Yeah, no, I love it. I follow Adam
That's
Coble.
so interesting that you get to play with them now. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was set up by Carlos Luna, who works for Roll20 and also does a lot of streaming, like with Rivals of Waterdeep and stuff like that. So it's really cool that they reached out. It's we're having communities overlap and that kind of thing. It's awesome. So check that out. That'll be this Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon Pacific.
Yeah.
So yeah, our time. And that's I'll be on all the other shows and doing that stuff as well.
You're not busy at all.
No.
Yeah.
Just Twitter.
Just follow me on Twitter and you'll see all the stuff I'm doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful time. We enjoyed playing. Hope you all enjoyed watching. Bye.
Hey.